everyone. Welcome to the stream. We are returning to the Casey calls tonight with Lorne Armstrong. I've been doing more of the intro of explaining who Lorne is, but a lot more people are coming to know who he is, so hopefully I can start to reduce that. But just in case you don't know who he is, he was caught on To Catch a Predator in 2007. That was his big break. And he's been catfished for the half decade he was out of prison. He's the dumbest man alive. And this is the funniest content on YouTube. But for those of you who are new to us, if you would consider subscribing, go ahead, check out the playlists in the description of this video. We do many more people beyond just Lorne, Sarah Boone, Lorne Armstrong, Diane Downs, Robert Tellis. I'm a little bit tired right now, so my brain's in a little bit of fog. But please remember to hit the like button on the way in, and let's get it started, all right? Okay, here we go. Once again, welcome to everyone who's here. Let me go ahead and bring up my guest today, who has been absent for some time, but not all the time. We got, oops. X-Derek.
Good, and you?
How are you?
Good, and you?
So we're going through calls 31 through 35 tonight, which again, some of them are good, not all of them, but we're really getting to those 40s when he starts getting into the classics of the chronologicals. But let me check out my notes here. Call 31. This is still from the same day as call 30, which we left off on. Remember, he left on a little cliffhanger. He said, I'm trying to decide if I want to tell you something. But call 31, my notes say Lorne discusses Xavier hacking his computer and his legal documents being on the internet, complains about perverted justice and legal consequences that are going to come down on all of Lorne's enemies. And I wanted to preface this by saying we talk about this all the time, that what Lorne believes is a mixture of his own creation, but also what he has been fed by the other catfish. So this is a classic example. When his legal documents from his lawyer end up on the internet and he finds out about it, well, he gave them to the catfish, right? So what do the catfish say? Oh, we must have been hacked by Xavier, or you were hacked by Xavier. That's how they got out there. Not that we put them online.
No.
Which is the most obvious conclusion.
Yeah.
Like, but no. You gave them to the catfish. That's how they got out there. So this is why he's so convinced that he's been hacked. None of this stuff happened, obviously. But just the mental hoops he'll jump through to believe these insane cover stories versus the most
obvious,
the most obvious and blatant, the most in your face and the shortest leap of faith can like, oh no, it's the people I've been giving this to. All right, so here we go. 6/14/2022. Or I think this is 6/12.
This is 31.
This is call 31.
All right.
I'm debating on telling you something.
Okay.
And for those who might have missed last time, just to remind you, they took a little hiatus for 2 months because they outed Jamie as having blackmailed Casey, and Casey called up to apologize and explain it to him. And now Lorne's back in, though. He's back in.
They reeled him right back in.
Right back in.
decision to whether or not to tell you.
All right. Well, we'll sit here until you decide what you want to do.
Xavier hacked into my computer.
Mm-hmm.
What?
He stole some legal papers from my lawyer.
Really?
Whoops. That was really loud. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fairly loud.
Yeah, sorry about that. Um,
That's why I said they're already onto him.
no, Kitten Pusher. Jamie blackmailed Casey. Jamie and Will blackmailed Casey into playing along with the throuple, or else they were going to release Casey's nudes on the internet.
That's right. That's right.
They've
And
done
what
a lot of shit. They've done a lot of shit, and that's illegal.
What documents are they? Like, of what?
Doesn't matter. He's not supposed to have any of it.
Well, he doesn't have any of it, but it's not breaking attorney-client privilege when Lorne gives the documents out. As soon as he gives them to somebody else, privilege has been broken. As far as I understand it, unless it's like your spouse, maybe.
Is Robin here?
I don't know. Somebody who's a lawyer tell me. But as soon as you start handing out your communication or your lawyer's legal communications to you, to other people, there's no more privilege.
Oh.
Because it's from my lawyer to me.
Yeah, and then you shared it with everyone, Lorne.
Oh.
Why do you think we have, in this very series, we have 2 letters from lawyers telling you to stop contacting the catfish?
He gives everything away. Everything. His
Everything.
bank password. His literal asshole. I just sent a picture of his literal asshole to Boom Shaky like 2 days ago.
They're going to discuss that in Call 32.
Literal asshole.
He's not as smart as he seems to think he is.
Yeah.
And that whole group of people are not as smart as what they think they are.
I think we're pretty smart. I mean, he could be talking about the catfish, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about Church of God.
That's why when I asked you before to make sure that you weren't a part of them, that's why I asked you as many times as I did, because they've gotten in over their heads and they don't know it.
Yeah.
Robin, thank you. Robin says, even giving it to your spouse technically breaks attorney-client privilege, though there is still spousal privilege, which may protect it. Yeah, I know there's spousal privilege, but you'd have to somehow prove that you showed it to your wife, right? Whatever. But if you remember the last episode, the series of calls, Casey is on the forum where everyone is talking about this stuff. She's one of them. Lorne. Casey's talking about being in the forum with the password.
Well, so how do you know he has the documents?
She's already told him she's a part of it.
Because he's the only one that could have them. He's the only one that's hacked into my computer.
No.
What is he doing with them? They're not on this website.
Oh, they are. They're on the internet.
Oh.
the wrong person's arm.
Who?
My lawyer.
Oh, okay. What does he say about it?
He's already handed him over.
Handed what over?
The information. He's already handed him over for shit to be done.
So this is a bluff. Obviously. His lawyer's not doing anything. I don't even think he has a lawyer at this point. But he's just trying to get Casey to slip up. Right? Or get her to come away from the Church of God, right? These are empty threats. Nakedly empty threats, because he can't name what they've done wrong or what's going to happen.
I agree. He could also be thinking that they're listening in on him right now, and so he's threatening them that way.
Got it. That's an excellent point. Yep. Because if she is part of it, then they're all listening. They're all, just like they used to.
Yep.
Maybe this is live right now, right?
Yep,
like with the Emma,
like
right?
Emma.
So everyone's going to log off.
Over to who?
Over to prosecutors.
Oh.
What are the prosecutors going to do?
Prosecutors are looking through it now.
I'm sure they're dedicating all their offices and resources. Wait a minute. Lawrence legal work is on the internet? I know his asshole's on the internet, but how does his legal work get out there?
Great. Well, I hope he goes to prison then.
I hope so too.
I mean, when did he do that?
I don't know
Really
exactly when.
Oh.
I know it's been in the last year because, well, that's about how long I've had my lawyer, and it was probably when he probably did it when he did whatever he did to my computer, to my laptop. I haven't got my laptop fixed yet, but I go on there and all I can get is a white screen. It won't let me go anywhere. So I haven't turned it on.
Did something to it. Hopefully Norton can figure it out.
I couldn't put Norton on that because I can't even get onto it.
Oh.
I have to take it to get it fixed. So I don't even turn it on.
Yeah, you can hear the plastic.
I've got Norton on my phone, and after I get my laptop fixed, then I can put Norton on that. And I won't.
So what do you have Norton on then? On your phone?
On my phone.
And if you're wondering what happened to his computer, is probably most likely one of his internet scammers have gotten it with spyware and all that kind of stuff. It's not Xavier. Welcome, M. Edison Mama.
Oh, good.
And I won't put it on my laptop when I'm here. I'll do it somewhere else that he doesn't know the IP address. Because he knows my IP address here.
Oh.
If I do it somewhere else, he doesn't know the IP address to it there. To wherever I do it.
Gotcha.
I hate the way he pronounces words. IP address. IP address. Right?
IP address.
Let me see. Fortnite.
See, these people that you were telling me were so good before, there's nothing but a hate group.
It is a hate
well,
group.
Well, don't blame it on me. I was catfish too.
No, it's a hate group. He hates it.
I just telling you, Xavier's had, perverted justice has had lawsuits put against him before.
Yeah, none of them worked.
From, I think it was Oklahoma. I've got.
I mean, the one prosecutor's sister, what she filed, settled out of court with NBC, but nothing against perverted justice, I don't think.
I know I had a copy of the lawsuits. I don't know if I have them now, but I don't remember if I burned that box or not. But I have a lot.
This would be the third box, right? because he burned one box with Jamie.
Burned one.
He swore he burned the second one. And now we will learn he still has a third one. So either he lied about burning it again, or he has the third box.
He has not burned any box.
Yeah, he hasn't burned any boxes.
Also, of a lady that had gotten harassed by perverted justice members. She put a lawsuit against them.
Who?
His lawyer.
They harassed her and her family, and
some woman got harassed.
Had anything to do with her. So Xavier is nothing but a worthless piece of shit. A fat piece of shit that can do nothing but sit in front of his computer and hack people.
Yeah, I think he thinks Xavier's listening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're spot on with that. What a moron.
Crazy.
Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Did you know any of that about him?
Passion in her voice.
No, I don't. I don't talk to him as much as you seem to think I do. I don't have anything to do with him.
When's the last time that you talked to him?
What year were you arrested?
2007.
So maybe like 2009, 2010.
What'd you talk to him then for?
Oh, just catching up. Nothing about anything. He probably offered me some sort of work. Wasn't anything eventful or memorable.
Because then he was... Well, the show that I was in was the last show that they did for NBC.
Yeah, they were still doing
right,
it,
well,
you moron.
He probably has his other jobs since then.
Yeah, they went through $1.2 million in a very short amount of time. I had all kinds of papers on him.
Yeah.
So, do you want to plan to come out and see me?
Nice transition.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Because I'm not sure what I can tell probation or my counselor. I know what they're going to say. I know what she's already said.
What's that?
You're a dumbass?
Even if she comes out to see you, how do you know that it's not that online group that got up the money for a plane ticket to come out and see you, and she gets there and records you?
That would be insane.
It would be insane.
Yeah, I know.
For it to happen again.
But look at the insane things they've done already.
So, yeah, maybe I'll ask them to crowdfund my ticket for me.
Yeah, no, don't ask anybody from there.
Right.
Let me check on my sheep.
How soon do you think you can come out? Well, I want to ask you the question. Why did you do that time with that fake ticket?
They wanted me to.
So they made up the fake ticket.
Yeah.
Damn, Lauren, huh?
Jesus.
Can't believe it.
This is what I'm talking about. They don't give a shit about anybody. I could have killed somebody on the way down there. If I get in an accident, could have killed somebody on the way down there. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think they wanted you to fall asleep and kill yourself.
I think so,
Like
too.
crash into a tree. I think that's what they were hoping for.
Oh.
What they don't realize is that if they do wind up getting a charge for all this stuff, or for some of the stuff that they've done, everything will be brought up that they've done, and all of it will be taken into consideration when they get sentenced.
There's not even, we don't even need to discuss a trial at this point. They're going to be found guilty, so let's just move on to discussing what's going to happen at sentencing.
Also, take into consideration the things that you've done. Think of that too.
Yeah, but they're not as smart as they think they are.
Yeah.
And they obviously don't give a shit.
And you're dumber than anyone.
Yep,
Can
doesn't
ever
sound like they give a
understand,
shit,
Lauren.
really. Alright. I am gonna go eat dinner. You have a good rest of your night, okay?
Alright. When do you want to talk about when you can come out?
Just next time we talk.
Huh?
Next time we talk, we can.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, so we're on to call 32, which is 2 days later. My notes for this one say, Lorne talks about the future together, worried about the Church of God, will be obsessed with both of them, right? And Lorne points out all the stupidity in regards to the information he provided to the prior catfish. So he's discussing this whole arc really talks about discussing prior catfish with his current catfish.
Okay. If or when I move out there with you.
Oh, yeah?
You know, life's going to be different, right?
Yeah, well, only he would not understand why it would be different.
What do you mean?
Somebody's going to find out that you and I are together. You see how they follow me. Now they're trying to find information out about me. They'll find out that we're together, and it won't take them all. It's important that you think about everything.
They don't really care about me as much as they care about you.
Yeah, I know, but it's not going to make it. It's not going to make it easy.
And you have Norton Antivirus 360 with LifeLock now, so I think you'll be good.
Yeah, but I mean, when we're living together, people are gonna find out. You just don't think I got to be on the registry. They'll be able to have my address because it'll be public record. And the house that you're in now, we won't be able to be in that one.
So, what are you wanting me to do?
Just look around for different houses. But we're not going to want one.
How is that going to change if they will have your address?
I'm trying to think of everything possible, Casey, because it's not going to be easy.
I really don't understand what he's doing at this point. He's supposed to be selling her on the idea of a relationship, right? Why does he keep bringing up all the problems they're going to have?
That's a great question.
I've listened to this call like 3 or 4 times now in the past couple of days because I was trying to prepare for this. And he's just all over the map on some of this stuff. Like, I don't understand the point he's trying to get at. And whether he's just testing the water
I think so. I think he's still nervous that it's not real. And so he's just maybe being more aggressively, quote unquote, honest about stuff. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
They're going to try to find any way that they can to get pictures of us together.
Pictures of you.
Well, yeah, pictures of me, without a doubt, but they don't want pictures of you too.
No, they don't. They don't care about me. They only care about you.
I don't imagine so. They care about you.
Well,
too.
you haven't been on the website. I have. They don't give a shit about me.
But you're not thinking about you as the actress that played the decoy.
So
Lorne,
what?
I'm telling you, the church people, they don't.
Out.
It's not called the Church of Casey and Lorne.
Yeah.
They only care about you. They do not care. I have proof. I see it with my own eyes. They don't care about information about anybody but you. They blur out people's faces that are in the background when they take pictures of you in the store. They do not care about anybody else. They don't want to ruin anyone else's life, just yours.
Well, they're not ruining my life anyway.
Okay.
Lorne, you were constantly talking about how much they're harassing you and it's illegal and they're going to prison. Pick a lane, Lorne.
Well, not ruin your life, but they just want to take pictures of you looking all goofy with your belly. They love that picture on the website. They're like, holy shit, he's gotten so fat.
I know I've gained weight.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, holy shit.
I got a little lazy during the pandemic.
During the pandemic?
Okay. I mean, just in like the past month since the last time you sent me a picture. You must have been sucking in your gut or something the entire time.
You know what? You know what I call that? I call it being human. I can guarantee you, most of them are probably on the church card. Are probably fat. Because you look at how much time they spend in front of the computer making up videos about me and doing all this retarded bullshit that they do. Guaranteed, they've got a bowl of sugar right in front of them.
I do.
Oh, you guarantee it?
You got your bowl of sugar?
I do.
Oh, that makes
a bowl of sugar.
So you'll hear in the background of a lot of these calls coming up in the middle. I don't know if we get to any of them specifically today, but he's got Jurassic Park playing in the background a lot. Now, what I hear in the background is a warning sign. I don't know that this is from Jurassic Park. I was trying to hear what it was, but I can't pick out the movie. But can you hear it? Boom, boom, boom,
I hear
boom.
noises, but I wouldn't be able to make them out.
Okay. I don't think it's Jurassic Park.
Get a bowl of...
Which, might seem like crazy. Well, like, why would you think it's Jurassic Park? Because he only listens to Jurassic Park, Gilligan's Island, and Three's Company. That's all that's ever on in these calls. In any call.
Sugar right in front of them.
Oh, you guarantee it? Well, if that makes you feel better, you can tell yourself that. I don't know what these people look like. All I know is they make fun of you for your belly.
Okay, so I'm the only one in America that's fat, or in the world that's fat.
No, they don't care about other fat people. They like making fun of you. They're not saying you're the only fat person. They literally just hate you. And they think it's funny because you deny being fat and you think you're in shape. And then they see pictures like that. They're like, look at how fat he is.
I'm not in shape right now. I know that. But I don't talk to them.
Then what are you getting all weird about? I mean...
Because I think it's fucking hilarious that they're trying to find some way to down somebody else when they don't look in the fucking mirror Like that guy that I let sit out here with me and talk. He talked and shit and all that stuff about church card and asked me questions and shit.
Well, you answered all of them.
Yeah, just because it was conversation. Didn't dawn on me that he was fucking pressing the record button on his phone.
That's on you, because that is the dumbest thing you've ever done. I mean, how stupid could you be?
Well,
he said he's from the Church of God. He has a shirt with your face on it.
Well, doesn't mean anything. Man has a shirt with your face on it, Lauren, and you don't understand he's from the Church of God. Fucking rotten crotch fruit.
Clearly didn't like you, Lauren. He thought it was hilarious.
Well, I'm sure he did. He's a fucking retard.
Yeah, your entire story.
Four ways on, so it killed his battery.
You what?
He left his 4 ways on, and it killed his battery. He couldn't start his car, so I had to help him start his fucking car.
Hold on, who's he talking about right now?
I think he's talking. This is Shin's friend, the one that went and talked to him for a couple hours. What was his name?
Andy?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Andy.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Because Andy was there for a while, right?
I didn't know Andy met him.
One of his friends went out. Somebody that Shin knows went out to his place.
Well, Shin's went out, but I don't think they actually interacted with him.
No, I remember I heard this on Andrew Burkett's channel. Like they had, I think it's Andy. Or somebody had him on.
Octopushy's saying no, not Andy.
Okay, it's Socks.
Oh, Socks.
Socks. Yeah, I think they're talking about Socks. No, they had the guy on Andrew Burkett's channel. Anyway.
He probably edited all that out, though, didn't he?
I don't know. No. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, it shows how intelligent he is.
It also shows how intelligent you are, because you know he's Church of God and you still told him all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you can't make fun of people for being dumb. You got to look yourself in the mirror.
Oh, I know I've done some dumb shit. But
that's up there with some dumb stuff you've done.
At the time I was in yard sale mode, I wasn't in Church of God mode and thinking about being recorded and all that shit.
Should have been.
Yeah, clearly you weren't thinking.
Oh, well.
I mean, he did tell you he was Church of God, but whatever.
I know he told me he knew all. He told me that he knew all about me. That's what he told me.
Yeah, so it makes you look retarded more.
What do you want me to say when somebody tells me they know all about me? Okay, like you're the only fucking one. It doesn't surprise me anymore.
Don't talk to him for 6 hours, let him hang around and pee in your yard.
Well, he
you certainly don't talk to him for life story and make fun of your brother.
Or making fun of my brother. I told the truth about him.
Right, well, that's what they do. They tell the truth about you and all the dumb shit you've done. That's all they're doing. You say all the time, well, you know, I just speak the truth. Well, so do they. They're just speaking the truth.
They're speaking the truth. Coming up with retarded videos, catfishing me, but they don't stop and think about how stupid they look. I've got nothing better in my life to do but make fun of somebody because I'm so perfect.
Look, they don't look stupid. You're the one who has...
they do.
This website, there's so many pictures of your asshole. I've seen your asshole more than I've seen your face.
It's true.
It's stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I don't get how you can call anybody dumb. I mean, I don't agree with what these people did, but you can't sit there and call anyone dumb. There's pictures of you taking a shit.
Yep, seen it.
There's videos of you in the shower.
Can't find it anymore.
There's videos of you doing yoga naked on the floor. There's a picture of you bent over, looking through your legs, taking an asshole picture, Lorne.
It is. It's a great picture.
And that's just another example of something that Lorne does that is just humiliating. It never needs to be done, and it's humiliating.
You can't call somebody stupid. So many phone sex recordings. You would be mortified if you knew just how much stuff they have about you.
I was
and
stupid for trusting them.
Call somebody else stupid.
I was stupid for trusting someone that I thought was one-on-one conversation, not knowing about being recorded.
Absolutely, for like 10 years.
I knew nothing about being recorded.
I mean, if you were Lorne, I think just the Ramona thing and Emma, at most, I would assume everything I ever did would be potentially recorded at that point. Like, he doesn't have that default setting in his brain for some reason still somehow. Like, assume you're being recorded, Lorne, all the time.
Something else is, if I had taken those pictures of myself doing all those things that Casey just said and more, it is so much worse than that. It's so much worse than those. I would be giving a blowjob to a pistol right now. Like,
yeah. Rent the gun, buy the bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if you think it's a good idea, you see the picture before you send it.
But what? Just, and the picture of him taking a shit, that's one I can't find anymore, unfortunately or fortunately. But it's ingrained in my memory. I will never forget it. It has become a part of me.
But what I'm saying also is the pose she just described, where he's bent over, his face between his legs, taking a picture of his butthole. No one has ever done that. There is no reason for that picture. No matter who the person is, right? It could be the sexiest man on the planet. Why would you take that picture? Unless it's some kind of, autopsy where the man died like in a car crash and he got folded in half and
he just happened to be naked.
Yeah, and happened to be naked. And for some reason they had to take the photo like that. There's no reason for that picture to be taken ever. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Just like when he when he took the picture of when he tucked his wang back, right? Like between his legs.
Back?
Yeah. From the back.
Yeah, that's a great picture. That's what I call the fruit and nut bowl.
And that's more of a Buffalo Bill kind of thing. All right. So there are some psychopaths out there that will do that kind of thing. Right. But even Buffalo Bill isn't doing the bent over.
No, Buffalo Bill would think that's crazy.
What's wrong with this man? I'd fuck me. But I'd never take that photo. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You knew when it was that Ramona girl.
I didn't know she was recording me till after.
Yeah, and you still talked to like 6 other catfish.
And even after you did know she was recording you, you called her up and said, so is it going to be me or your boyfriend?
And I didn't know they had anything to do with each other.
As a matter of fact, after she told you, you still called Ramona and said something like, oh, you want me and not your boyfriend. That's insane.
I don't remember talking to
you
her.
You were probably drunk because you're hammered in 95% of these calls. You called her back and she's sitting, you're like, oh, your boyfriend's in the other room playing games while you're talking to me? Who do you really want, me or your boyfriend? I was blown away when I heard that. I was like, he just figured out that she was catfishing him for 9 months. And he's still trying to be in a relationship with her. That's insane. You're the one who looks dumb.
And I probably did.
You said, my pecker is standing up, come sit on it. After you found out she was fake.
Yeah. So?
That
yeah.
stood out to me. I just was like, holy shit. He knew that she was recording him for 9 months. And he still called her and tried to date her, begged her to come see him. After he found out her name wasn't even Ramona. And that she had a boyfriend. I was just like, holy shit. This is insane.
I don't remember
it. It was so pathetic. And that's what they laugh about. That's what they laugh about. You keep saying they're taking pictures of us and stuff. They just want you. They just want to watch you do dumb things.
So how fucking smart is that for them to do that?
How smart is it?
How much of a life do they have for
it
wanting to do?
It was very dumb for them to do, and it was even dumber that you fell for it.
Yet they continue trying to do that shit. They purposely
made it as ridiculous and stupid as possible, Lorne. They made it dumb on purpose.
Yeah, what's that say for them?
It says that they're hilarious.
That they're smart?
I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know if they're sitting there with bowls of sugar in front of them, whatever you're saying. All I know is what they have on you. And that's what you should be focused on. Don't worry about, well, yeah, I took a butthole picture, but they probably took a butthole picture too at some point. That doesn't matter. What matters is you have a butthole picture.
I'm not going to put you on the spot, Eric, but I am going to confidently say I have never, ever, nor will I ever take a butthole picture of myself.
On a website.
Why not?
Right. On something that I thought I was a one-on-one relationship with somebody, they did this fucking bullshit to put me on the internet. So the whole fucking world can see.
Yeah.
So who's the one that's sick?
You.
You for taking the mid-pooping picture.
Yes.
For a woman you've never met. It's just... I'm not saying they're good people. They're clearly bad people, but, they do this stuff because you fall for it every time.
Because I trusted them. I was too trusting them. I know.
Right. So that's why they do it, because they can get you to do it.
All right, that's the end of call 32. Now 33, let me look at my notes. What does it say? 33. Oh, I like this one. It's not especially different, but they're discussing. So this is one where he's starting to say that line, like, I know and loved you for a long time. I liked you for a long time, Casey. Like which just gets more and more awkward every time he says it. But he is trying to explain how he was in love, legitimate. Like he wasn't at fault for being in love with the catfish. He can't describe why he was in love with them, and also he won't admit that meant he was in love with Will.
Why do they call your mom Gorilla Gwen?
Yes. I think it might not specifically be verbaged in here. Oh, no. Sorry. That's in the next one, I think. This has the Mikey story, though.
Oh.
I never was able to figure that out.
Emma, or Winnie/Emma, is the one that started doing that. I don't know why she did that. She's fucking retarded. Because Emma's retarded. Sick ass fucking bitch.
She was your best friend,
And
Lauren.
you fell in love with that Winnie
For
person.
years.
It was all make believe. She said that she wanted to eat your mom's pussy, and you still fell in love with her.
She was saying all kinds of stupid shit when she was supposedly on drugs.
Yeah, she was
Which-
never on drugs, because she was a normal woman who didn't poop her pants ever or do crazy things that you thought she was doing.
That has a very sick mind. So she's not a normal woman.
But the point
She's
is,
normal in the sense that she doesn't smear.
Lauren, the point is that the version of the person that you think has a very sick mind, the version you say you loved was 100 times worse than whatever you could say about the real person, right? No, nothing. Okay.
Shit all over the
Sorry, I
walls,
was doing something.
He's saying, well, no, Emma was she was not, or she had a sick mind or whatever, right? But he fell in love with Winnie, the creation of Emma, and Winnie was fake and doing the most disgusting stuff. So it doesn't matter that Emma came up with it. Emma's not Winnie. She's not really doing it. And he fell in love with the worst version. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
all that.
The racist drug
Nazi
addicted. Yeah, that one.
wanted to marry her.
Believed he did marry
Schizophrenic.
her.
Schizophrenic.
Doesn't take, it's normal in the sense that it doesn't take drugs for her to do such disgusting things. And say such disgusting things. That's not normal.
So if you're on drugs, it's
Well, I mean, you know
not
what
as
I
bad.
mean, Lauren. I mean, like, normal that she wasn't, like, this crazy person. And you stayed with this crazy person who shit herself all the time, so what does that make you? That makes
Hopeless
you even
romantic?
crazier.
hopeless romantic, Casey.
Yeah. Must have been.
And the one thing I was able to take away from all of it when I looked at it was just how desperate you are. All it would take would be my significant other pooping their pants once for me to leave them.
Well, that's a
But I
little
don't know.
shallow.
I don't know how your head works.
Maybe not necessary.
Because, I mean, you were desperate for just anyone.
Maybe on purpose.
My
Yeah,
head works
and playing with it
It's Winnie
like Winnie did.
calls you a pedophile over and over and over. Calls your mom a gorilla. She poops in her pants and you stayed with her.
Oh, she constantly pissed me off when you say that shit.
Yeah, and you didn't do anything about it. You stayed with her. You told her you loved her. In fact, you would cry when she would break up with you. What is there to love about? Like, what was it about Will? What was it about Emma that you fell in love with? What did they do that was lovable?
It wasn't Will that I fell in love with.
Yes,
What
it
I
was.
felt was a
It was.
female.
Lauren, you know what I mean. You fell in love with Will. I don't mean it in a
What I-
gay way. I know how you're super against gay people. I mean it in that you for Will for 2 years. You fell in love with what you thought was a woman, okay? If that makes you feel better, if that makes you feel less gay because you're, for some
You
reason,
jerked it
proud to be
off to a man.
homophobic. But if that makes you feel better, I'll keep saying it. You fell in love with Will pretending to be a woman, and you fell in love with Emma pretending to be a crazy lady who pooped her pants. And you proposed marriage to these people and said you loved them.
As a matter of fact, Lauren, most
What
of
was
the
lovable?
times,
What about either of
most of the times that Lauren had phone sex, if not almost all of them, it
With
was
men.
with a man.
Yeah.
Which is incredible for a self-proclaimed homophobe.
Yeah.
those people did you want to marry?
Casey, you did the same thing.
What about those people did you want to marry, Lauren?
Casey, you did the same thing.
And what about me did you want to marry?
You did the same thing with Jamie.
Yeah, and you still wanted to be with me.
Because I've already met you face to face and I knew you were...
Obviously, Lauren, I was playing a character they had me play.
I really don't like how Lauren how often and frequently Lorne brings up the fact that they've met face to face, because that means he's talking about the sting.
Yep.
And for anyone not aware of that, that's what he's talking about. He's not talking about he got tricked into thinking he met somebody that was pretending to be Casey. He's talking about the sting when she was a child, or when she was an actress playing the decoy child he was there to assault and kidnap.
So I didn't have my nudes released. I was an asshole to you on purpose.
And when he's talking about, oh, I've loved you for a long time, he's referring back to how they've known each other since the sting.
Right, but the
Because
first
they
2 months,
hurt me to be an asshole.
the first 2 months, they weren't involved for the first 2 months.
And I was nice to you. You said it yourself.
Yeah, you was. I
Yeah,
liked
I
what I
was.
saw.
Yeah.
I liked what I saw a lot in the first 2 months.
Okay, well, forget about me. I'm saying, what was it about this lady who pooped her pants and this robot person that you were in love with?
She didn't start out pooping her pants.
Hello, Poco Jenny.
When she started pooping her pants and doing cocaine and being a psychopath, wishing your mom was, licking her pussy and wanting you to fuck her and all this stuff, what was it that you loved? What was it about Jamie that you loved?
The way they are?
It was I was already, in my mind, I was already in love with somebody that showed me the person that they were.
You do realize you can fall out of love with people who poop their pants, right?
Yeah, I know.
No, you can't.
So what was it that made you hold on to these two ridiculous people?
Because I felt bad.
How she wanted to suck some dude's Dan's penis constantly.
I felt bad that I would leave them just because they were doing abnormal things.
Holy, dude, if that's what you have to tell yourself, Jesus Christ. I don't even, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense that I felt bad about the way somebody was becoming.
You wanted to marry these people because you felt bad for them?
No.
Well,
when they started,
in Lorne's defense, that's what he thinks eventually people will decide to marry him, because they feel bad for him. For him. Right? That's Lorne's only card. You're gonna feel bad for me.
doing fucked up shit. Winning.
Okay, well, they were still doing fucked up shit, and you still wanted to marry them, and you still said you loved them. What was it that was lovable? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That was more of feeling an obligation.
What was that feeling? That was more than an obligation. What
And yet he constantly was cheating on them.
was it?
Because I didn't want to hurt them.
You threatened to leave constantly, so you clearly didn't care about hurting them. I'm saying, what made you hold on to these people? You only left Winnie when you thought her sister was available.
I don't know. My mind was.
Wow.
I was getting drunk back then, though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to your default answer of my mind was messed up. What was it? You don't. You
I
know
felt
the answer.
obligated, Casey. You keep asking me, and I keep telling you. I felt obligated, and I didn't want to hurt them.
That's such bullshit.
Call bullshit if you want. You got your answer. You're not going to get a different answer.
I mean, you felt bad, and then you left her for her sister.
As you do.
So clearly, you didn't feel bad to do that.
Well,
You didn't feel obligated then.
oh, God.
Yeah, so you're just full of shit. Just admit you were desperate. That's what it comes down to, is you were just desperate.
Come on. Lorne's not desperate.
Maybe. Maybe that's what it comes down
He's
to. Maybe I just haven't thought about it enough.
It would make your head spin.
Well, you should take this time that you're not working to think about why you do these things.
Okay, so how was it that you fell in love so fast with Jamie?
Because she was nice and sweet to me until I met her, and then they blackmailed me, and then she wasn't sweet and nice anymore. You proposed to her in less than 30 days.
I know.
Yeah, so you can't come at me like that.
Well,
You
to
only
be
knew her
fair,
for
Casey, he
a
proposed
month
several.
and you asked her to be your
Yeah.
wife. Are you fucking crazy?
I must have been. How long did you know each other?
When I proposed to her, I know I've said this before, it was all make-believe.
But actually, Jamie proposed to Casey, so I think
She did.
they forgot the little script here. But anyway,
Did you actually get married?
To a person who doesn't exist? No, I didn't.
All right.
Because that's impossible.
well, hey,
You can't marry
Lawrence
someone who
defense,
isn't
he's
real.
given money and dated several
Didn't know
people.
how much-
Almost
what
everyone
length they went
doesn't
through to
exist.
blackmail you.
Okay, no, she didn't
That's
blackmail me to marry her.
All right.
And at that point, if it got to that point, I would say just release my nudes then, because that's insane.
What about this MJ bitch? Was she
What
there
about
too? Was she there too?
Which one is that?
So
Maggie Jo.
stupid.
Who?
Supposedly Will's fiance,
Oh,
Handshake.
no.
the one with the
I don't know who that is. The one with an
Sorry.
accent.
Huh?
I never talked to anybody with an accent.
With a southern accent?
No, I didn't talk to anybody with an accent. Or anybody by that name.
The one that Will said that he was engaged to.
Will lied to you. He wasn't engaged to her. I don't know. I never talked to someone named Maggie Jo. I never met a Maggie Jo.
All right, well, in one of the conversations you told Will that you saw Maggie Jo and she has a fat ass.
Well, that's probably what I said, but you gotta remember, Lauren, they tell me to say these things to you. You're blending things together. It's all, just remember before you say something that everything's fake.
Jesus.
Fucking nuts.
Why did you bring that up?
No, I'm just wondering if
Oh.
Maggie
he
Jo
hates
was
Maggie
really
Jo.
a person, because when they sent me that big black fucking dildo,
You mean the one you
Maggie
licked?
Jo's name right on.
Yeah, he means this one. Let me see. I think I got it here.
You licked it, Lauren.
In case anyone doesn't know, he's talking about this one. This is what he did immediately after receiving this in the mail. I'm going to go ahead and lick it and take a photo of it. Again, unless you are, I'm going to say gay or a homosexual or maybe like a porn actor, gay porn actor that's like trying to, seduce whatever your fans or whatever, right? There's no reason for a straight man to take this picture. Ever. Unless
it's not going to happen.
Unless it's a joke or
that-
like a punishment.
Even
This
that,
would-
listen,
This would be a punishment picture, right?
This
would
is
be hazing.
this
This
is
would be a
bad.
hazing photo.
This is bad. That's what it is. It's bad.
No.
It's
On the-
not
the
sexy
ball.
like he thinks it is. That's the problem.
On
He
the
thinks
address
this is
ball.
sexy.
Please.
Yeah, you can write anybody's name on it. They don't verify it.
I know.
You can
I
write
don't
an
have the butthole
address.
pic loaded
on
up,
anything.
Margarita. I'm not some
Remember
pervert,
when I
Derek?
had you send that
You want butthole pics?
Yeah,
Ask
drawing?
Boom Chicky if she's still here.
I don't want it.
me and I had you send it to an address? That was just an address.
Here, you know why I don't have it? Even like an edited one? Because I would have to edit it. I don't want to see it. Right? Looking at his little crooked penis is one thing. Looking at his starfish is completely
If you look into his butthole long enough,
no.
you can contemplate life
Oh shoot!
and the galaxy.
Too far.
I love you too, Boom Chicky.
Say these things to you. You're blending things together. It's all, just remember before you
Sorry,
say
back it up a
something
little
that
too far here.
everything's fake.
All right, I'm gonna put the butthole
Why did you bring that up?
I was just wondering if Maggie Joe was really a person, because when they sent me that big black fucking dildo, it said Maggie Joe's name right on the box, on the address box, please.
Yeah, you can write anybody's name on it. They don't verify it.
I know.
Jeez.
You can write an address on anything. Remember when I had you send that drawing of me, and I had you send it to an address? That was just an address.
Huh?
That's just a made-up address. You can make up anything.
Do you want to explain what the
I'm just imagining.
Well, describe what the drawing was for everyone, and then imagine somebody randomly getting this in the mail.
So the drawing is what Lorne would imagine him having sex with
The
Casey and Jamie at the same time would look like. And it involves people being about 7 feet tall. It involves really advanced yoga moves. It is some serious stuff.
Well, first off,
it's basically not even possible.
It's the other part is it's just a white piece of paper drawn in pencil in like more than stick figures, but not quite human. It just looks like something you would find drawn on the back of like an 8th grader's notebook.
Yeah, or like
or carved
poorly
into a
drawn
table
in a bar, like
yeah.
And now
it looks like a triangle.
It does. It looks just like a triangle, and the best part is,
or the worst human centipede ever.
Yeah. The best part is some random person, probably in the United States, received that drawing. What I would give to be that person.
It would be amazing if that person someday became a pornographer and then realized they saw it on the screen like, oh my God, I got the photo.
I have it.
It killed my Nana when she opened it. She fell over dead.
I had a feeling that it was.
Yeah, so they wrote Maggie Joe and put an address on it. That doesn't mean that's exactly where it came from.
When I sent that drawing,
I
sent it, and then it's like the next day I was thinking about it, and I was like, I wonder if that's even her real address.
That's a thought that ever comes into your head. Why keep talking to us?
Has it ever popped into my head? Why is who talking to us?
I'm saying, if you have even the slightest inkling that who you're talking to isn't real, then why do you talk to them?
Because I guess I just don't want to believe that they're lying to me.
Because you're desperate, right?
Desperate.
That one chance that they might be telling the truth.
Yeah, 1 out of 100.
Yeah, that's desperation. You're just desperate.
FOMO day.
Maybe.
Are you just sad and lonely? What is it that makes you so desperate? Is there no women in Cornville?
No, there's women. Since that. Casey, you have no idea what that thing did to me.
Well, is that what it is? Is because you don't want to explain this thing to a real woman?
Yeah, Casey, you have no idea
what. Just figure out why you get catfished over and over and over again. Is that?
Casey, you have no idea what appearing on To Catch a Predator does to your dating life. It's not good. Just the statement, the way he says it, listen, there's a reason. Gotta. Oh my God. A reason he won't admit.
What it boils down to, you just don't want to have to tell a woman face to face. I mean, there's shame in that. I wouldn't want to. If I was taught for that, I would be mortified trying to date someone in real life and have to explain that to them.
I've got shame in myself that I ever did that.
That's why you fall for the catfishes? You think? Because you don't want to like explain it to a real woman?
No, who would want to explain that? It's not the person that I really am. That's why I don't like explaining it.
It is exactly who you are,
I don't
Lauren.
like
That's
people
why we
seeing me
listen
that
to
way,
the calls.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, and that's completely understandable, and it's nothing to be like ashamed of. Like ashamed of not wanting to. I mean, you should be ashamed of the crime, of course.
Thank you.
But I'm saying you shouldn't be ashamed of not wanting to have to explain that to a real woman. And you think that's why you fall for catfishes all the time because you're scared of a woman in real life?
I'm scared of explaining it and being judged.
And because you have to tell these like fake women over the phone, that kind of softens it for you. Or I guess because they already know most of the time, right?
No, it's because over the phone, if we end it, then it's ended.
Well,
And
I would hope that'd be the same case if they weren't hurt and that you would leave them alone if they ended it.
Casey, you obviously don't know Lauren.
it's not easy to explain.
And you're
You will never give
terrified
up.
of ending it. So what are you even talking about? I mean, you stuck with Winnie, Jamie. You tried getting Ramona back after she told you everything. You stay with the poop lady, her sister, all these things. After she's like sucking some dude's dick over and over and over again. Like you put up with anything to avoid having to end it. And that's being desperate, you think?
Might be part of being desperate. Part I don't want to hurt somebody. Probably I don't want to be hurt.
I don't think it has anything about
You're
you
always
getting
talking
hurt
about
or
how
hurting
hurt you
someone
are.
because clearly you were getting hurt. She was sucking some dude's dick the entire time. And leaving her actually.
The entire Jamie relationship undermines everything he's saying with like, oh, probably don't want to hurt them. Probably don't want to get hurt. He was constantly being hurt, constantly abusing Jamie. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Just he knows Jamie's a catfish at this point. So
yes.
And Casey was in a throuple with Jamie, so she's gonna know everything. Like, I'm saying, assuming that Lauren still thinks there's a chance that Casey's. As soon as she hears all the Jamie stuff, this excuse is gonna make no sense.
Probably would have ended all the hurt and suffering, and then you left her for her sister, so you didn't care about hurting her. But I think it's really just the desperation.
Well,
I mean, it's been what, like maybe 30 years since you probably had sex? That's normal.
2 nights before the sting.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because in the chat log you're talking to the child at like 11:30 at night. You were talking to the kid.
All right. So this would have been night 30, everyone. For those who've listened to Lornography 2025, there's no way he went out and had sex with Mikey's mom. Because as he says, well, I'll let him tell the story, but he says that basically he went to the bar, met Mikey, and Mikey's mom was there. And then they went back to his place. And then while Mikey stayed out in the living room watching Three's Company DVD or whatever, he went back and had sex with Mikey's mom on the air mattress, which popped, and they had a nice laugh, another meet cute. It was nice and, just like when he says they fell on the floor, like why is sex always got to be a rom-com, Lauren? But here's what doesn't make sense. I don't ever remember seeing a TV in that apartment. I don't remember seeing any furniture in that apartment.
There was no furniture in the apartment.
So where's the TV that Mikey's watching? Is he just sitting on the floor? I mean, obviously it's not a true story, right? But that's the other thing about Lauren. Lauren makes up stories that are obviously lies, right? But if they were true, he actually looks worse when the story is true. If the story were actually true, which is not. Lorne manages to make up stories that make him look worse. It's unbelievable what the toe story that's coming up, right? That makes him look worse.
Oh, the toe story's so hot. Gets me so hot and bothered.
It's just
some good old foot fucking.
How do you manage to make up stories that make you look worse? And then desperately try and convince people you're telling the truth?
So I don't think you really did, because they mentioned that on the website that you say that. And then they're like, here's the proof. We have the whole chat log right here with timestamps.
Casey, you know them timestamps on that dialogue, none of them are right. There's very few of them that are right.
All right. And now this is why I keep saying to everyone why it was important to go through Lorneography, right? We all know everyone that's seen it, we all know this is bullshit. This is nothing. This is a red herring. This is a lie. He doesn't understand time conversion for when the logs were printed off between the different time zones. But everything lined up. We saw it. They were saying, oh, it's this time. Yeah, it's this time for me. And it was consistent throughout. Right, Extern? I mean,
right now I'm watching a video of Lorne getting naked for the shower.
Okay.
Oh, he's got to tuck Mr. Penis in.
One more thing I wanted to make a comment on. I'm seeing more and more people going through Lorneography, right? And then leaving comments as they're going through it, and they're like, oh my God, like, I can't believe he's still going. Lorneography is important for more than just knowing the chat log, right? It cements your hatred for this man. You will never
should be taught in colleges, because you should be an adult, but in colleges it should be required reading. Like, most people have read Romeo and Juliet. Most people should read the Holy Lorneography,
or just listen to or watch our playlist,
yes,
where we reenact and read the whole entire thing. But I'm saying it galvanizes you against feeling any sympathy for this man ever. Right? And that makes it that much better to enjoy the comedy, because you know how pathetic and disgusting this guy is. I don't know. And you could catch all his lies. And because a lot of the further calls all call back to the chat log. his denial of what he did.
Well, forget the timestamps. The dates are all there.
Well, why do you have the chat log in front of you?
No, I don't have it in front of me. I said I've seen it. And I'm mentioning it to you right now because you brought it up, that they mentioned that. And the point is, you wouldn't have had time to hook up with someone else.
Most of the timestamps are fucked up.
Okay. And again, I don't see the purpose in lying to me about that. I don't care either way. I'm just saying, I understand the desperation.
What'd you say?
He says the timestamps were fucked up. They weren't.
They weren't.
They're fine.
It's just time zones.
Yeah, time zone is different.
But Casey, I'm trying to be honest with you about things that I'm feeling.
You know what I know.
The other stupid thing about that lie from Lorne, the chat log is so long and repetitive. There's barely any gaps, right? It's not like there's, something going on and then an hour later a response. So maybe something was cut out from the middle. There's a message every few minutes, and it flows in the conversation. And he makes sure to highlight when he's getting a response from him and he's saying stuff.
Yes.
So, I mean,
yes.
And he says it so often that if he doesn't get a response, he will repeat it and say, did you see what I said? You want to touch my penis, above?
But even if you were to pull out, I don't know, a random day after like October 5th, you're not going to miss anything. It's the same thing the whole night.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why it galvanizes you. The hatred. Being like, oh my God. It just will not stop. You. Yes, tempers you. steals you, you guilt-free laugh at this idiot.
Like you know deep down that you weren't
If
having sex with
anything,
someone 2
you
nights before.
leave it
You know.
feeling like justice was not served. He should have been in prison longer. Like,
Yeah,
I wish he was in prison longer.
he should still be in prison.
Know that. You know it. And you're like,
I know I was.
there's
It was
a
2 nights
guilty
before
part.
that I went out.
It's stuff like this that you want a real relationship and you want honesty and you don't give it. And it's
Yeah, I mean, I can read it. It's that's why it's members only. Like the first Lorne Miss day I read, that was my first ever stream. That's the first I signed up for StreamYard on that day. So,
I don't
I'm
know,
trying
Lauren. I
to
don't
be
know what to
honest
say
with-
about you.
I'm trying to be honest with you about this, Casey.
I know, and
2
you're
nights before
embarrassed
the
to tell
thing,
the truth.
I had
And
gone out.
You're embarrassed to tell the truth that you didn't have sex the 2 nights before. And I'm
don't wanna
telling you, I do not care either way. I'm just saying that you want honesty and you don't give honesty back.
I'm trying to be honest with you, and you're not letting me.
You got to admit to me right here that you really weren't having sex the night before or whatever you're saying. I know
You're
you
not
aren't
accepting
at
what I'm
that because
telling
you
you.
have to lie this lie out.
I can't do anything about you not accepting what I'm telling you.
the other thing I've been thinking about working on, right? We've got the 4 motivations of Lorne, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for people to understand when it's a lie, that Lorne is making up a story, right? You've got some basics, right? Is it embarrassing? If it's yes, then it's probably true. Unless but the real question is, does Lorne think it's embarrassing? Right? If Lorne thinks it's embarrassing, then it's probably true. Is it illegal? It's probably true. Does it involve another person? And if it involves another person, is Lorne an unwilling or a hesitant participant in the story? And I think that's a real key one, right? Think of all his whoppers, right? The lies about his brother. He's I didn't want to participate in that. That's a lie, right? When he says, Paula came over, he's saying Paula initiated it, right? And started it. So that's a lie. Right? He's always the victim in the story where he's trying to make himself seem like, just like in The Sting, I never meant to go. Never meant to do it. I knew I didn't want to go there. Lie. The story itself could have elements of truth, but you know that Lorne is lying about part of it. And the same thing with the story here about Mikey's mom, which I didn't catch until I re-listened to it, right? He's even an unwilling participant almost in this story.
I'm trying to explain it all to you, and you don't want. You just want to keep talking. You don't want to hear it.
Well, no, it's just because I've heard it.
2 nights before the thing, I went out with a 19-year-old guy. His name is Mike, and his mom.
This already doesn't make sense. No 19-year-olds going out with their mom. What 37-year-old is hanging out with a 19-year-old guy? Right? It's just... oh, shit.
You know it. You're like,
I know I was.
Sorry, I backed it up too far.
It was 2 nights before that I went out.
it's stuff like this that you want a real relationship and you want honesty and you don't give it. And it's I don't know, Lauren. I don't know what to say about you.
I'm trying to be honest with you about this, Casey.
I know, and
2
you're
nights before
embarrassed
the
to tell
thing,
the truth.
I had
And
gone out.
You're embarrassed to tell the truth that you didn't have sex the 2 nights before. And I'm
You don't
telling you,
wanna
I do not care either way. I'm just saying that you want honesty and you don't give honesty back.
I'm trying to be honest with you, and you're not letting me.
You got to admit to me right here that you really weren't having sex the night before or whatever you're saying. I know
You're
you
not
aren't
accepting
at
what I'm
that because
telling
you have to lie this lie out.
I can't do anything about you not accepting what I'm telling you. I'm trying to explain it all to you, and you don't want. You just want to keep talking. You don't want to hear it.
Well, no, it's just because I've heard it.
2 nights before the thing, I went out with a 19-year-old guy. His name is Mike, and his mom. They lived just up the road from the karaoke bar that I used to go to all the time. They went there with me.
They went there with him. Doesn't make sense. Rotten crotch fruit. The Paula's story is at the end. It is the call 35 here. But I did describe my new theory to Xterra Consuma, which I will cover when we get to that call. I think I've figured it out. Yeah, and it does involve assault.
Went back to my house, back to my apartment. Mike stayed in the living room, and me and his mom went in the bedroom.
Who would ever do that?
Yeah. Why would you go with your mom? Why wouldn't you just stay at the bar? And he's 19. How is he at the bar? Can't be 19 in a bar?
Well, nah.
Okay. You got a fake ID or something?
Whatever. But I don't know why at 19 you would go to a bar with your mom.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I do know there are certain bars. I know this was when I visited my cousin in college, and it's a bar, but then it hits a certain time and then they kick the minors out. So maybe it was that kind of, because we don't know what time they went home, right? But it doesn't matter. He was on the computer chatting with her. I'll look up the date or the timestamps. He was chatting with her that night.
That was 2 nights before the sting.
You realize that makes it worse that you went to the sting house then. If you were able to have sex with an adult woman, that makes it worse that you went to go try to have sex with a kid. That makes it worse. Because it means you had options. It means you had adult woman options.
Yeah, Casey, I know. My head was fucked up at the time. How many times do I have to tell you that? Why are you going back to the sting now?
It's just
All right. Lauren's a victim. Lie. The story is already crumbling.
I give up on getting honesty out of you. I know it's not going to happen.
Well, you got honesty. It's not my fault that you don't want to accept it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is your fault. I mean, he just sat there and waited for you to bang his mom.
Yep. As you do.
I didn't want to do anything with her. I told her that tonight when she even...
He begged me to bang his mom.
Told her nothing was going to happen. I kept trying to shake her off, and she kept trying to...
I want to see this. Okay, so on the night of Mikey's mom, they started chatting, according to this chat log, at 6:37, which I believe is an hour ahead of where... So it would have been 5:30. Lauren's first message is at 6:18. They continued to talk until... that cuts off at midnight there. Where's night 1? Let's see here. Might just be right at the end. Okay, it's right at the end there. So, according to Lorne, even though he finished chatting with Kayla Princess, Mrs. Kayla Marie Armstrong, at 11 o'clock at night, he still went out with Mikey and his mom at 11 because they went there with him, and then he took Mikey's mom back and banged her. Yeah, right. But did you hear what he said there? He's like, basically he's trying to fight her off is what he's saying.
Yeah, he's fighting her off.
Give up on getting honesty out of you. I know it's not going to happen.
Well, you got honesty. It's not my fault that you don't want to accept it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is your fault. I mean, he just sat there and waited for you to bang his mom.
I didn't want to do anything with her. I told her that tonight when she even went there with us. Told her nothing was going to happen. I kept trying to shake her off, and she kept trying to Put herself on me.
Again, his story involves a woman being desperate to get with them. And him, that's another key one. Lorne depriving himself of anything in a story that he wants. Bullshit. Yeah? Oh, I didn't want to have sex. You know, I knew I didn't want to have sex with her.
That
so I
and
said
also that women are always throwing themselves at him. I think that's what Rob said in the chat before.
Oh, I'm not smoking. Yeah, right. You would never deny yourself a cigarette.
So you were right.
All I could do at the bar was sit in the chair and drink. Everywhere I moved, she'd move with me.
You're so foolish.
Poor Lorne.
Couldn't get away from her. Then why'd you bring her home, Lorne? And where was Mikey when you were doing this? Is Mikey staying in one position and you're just running around the bar? He's like, give me that 3-inch cock, sailor.
Shit. But okay, I'm done with that story. Because I know it's a lie.
All right. Well, you think that then.
Okay.
Okay, so what is it about me that you like?
Maybe I just don't want to hurt you, and I don't want to hurt me.
He's talking about marriage with Kayla at 10:30 at night. Because you have to be legal age unless you have your parents' permission, and I know for a fact they wouldn't give their permission right now. Why can't we get married now? Because there's no way we can.
All right, now you're being a smart ass.
Oh, God. 10:38. That doesn't mean we can't say our wedding vows to each other when we're together, though. Hard eyes.
Sweet. Hard eyes.
Really? Yep. We can only do it when we're together. So do you want to do it with me? Yeah, cool. It will only be me and you saying them to each other. Such a pathetic idiots. Human garbage.
Maybe I just feel bad.
Like I said, now you're being a smart ass.
All right. Now we're on to call 34. Call 34. So this begins with the toe story. This is actually...
Ooh, the toe story.
Oh, wait. This was the extended version with the text in the beginning, so you're going to need to do some reading here. I'll play Casey. You play Lorne. So this is from 10 days later, 6/24. Let me look at my notes. Starts with the toe story. Lorne alternates between explaining how he's loved Casey for a long time, can't explain why he loves her, why he loved Jamie when it was just Will, and he's not gay. Yeah. And I don't know if it's going to be maybe hard to read. Let me remove this just a sec. Can you see that?
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Good morning, beautiful. I hope you don't get used to insulting me. I don't consider that flattery.
It isn't supposed to be flattery.
That's obvious. I'm waiting for the flattery.
Oh, one second. You are the tallest man in the world, and you have the voice of an angel. Nice flattery.
I don't see anything else.
It's a video, so I have to wait for it to transition. So.
Oh, okay. Good morning, beautiful. The first one I know you're of shit. And the second one, thank you, lol. Are you at work already?
Yeah.
How are you doing on sleep? Did you get enough last night?
Yeah, I feel fine.
Good. I'm getting loaded right now, then heading back to Maine. Do you want to talk on the phone tonight?
We should clarify he's talking about his truck getting loaded because he's not drinking anymore at this point.
Depends on how I feel after work. I'll let you know.
Yeah, okay. How late are you working tonight? By the way, you have the face of an angel. Rose. I'm driving now, beautiful. I'm driving now, beautiful. I think we need to wait to talk until you're ready to come out here.
Why?
Because you're saying and doing things that are making me back up. Scroll up and read the things that you've said to me. Those are not things that a person says to someone they have an interest in. Plus, you don't want to give me your real number, and you want to keep using this stupid Google number, even when you know why I feel the way I feel about Google numbers. I want real Casey. I'd burn real with you. You don't have a reason to not be real with me and give me your real number. And you definitely don't have a reason to talk to a bunch of stupid shit to me like you have been doing. I told you my... Come on now. You could do it. You could do it. And have the reason to talk with a bunch of...
Fun. Yeah. Good.
Have a reason to talk a bunch of stupid shit to me like you've been doing. I told you my games are done. I want... shit.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Go.
I want you to be real with me. If you can't do it now, then we can't wait until you come here.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready to come out, or give me your real number.
All right. Take care.
I think you deserve to know what Mom said. She thinks that Roy stopped talking to Sue because he found out that it was true that she was talking shit about me online. You deserve the credit for that.
You're welcome.
Claude, I want you. Hurry up with that movie, please.
Uh-huh.
You're perfect in every way, except for trying to put me down. Whether you're joking or not, or say it to motivate me to get my ass in shape, doesn't matter. I'll get my ass in shape before you get here, but right now is not the right time for me to read the words you've said to me because of all the catfish have done. I'll make sure you're proud and happy to see me when you get here. Unless you give me your real number first, then I might give you a hint of my progress. Maybe.
Understood. Oops.
What? Yeah. You're still my girl, so keep others away. We're just pausing until you get here, or give me your real number.
That's not how it works. I told you I will give you my number when I'm comfortable, and you already know I can't come up for minimum 6 months. You can't ask me to put my dating life on hold just because things aren't going your way at the moment. If the way I act and the things I do are making you unhappy, just move on, Lorne. It's not a big deal.
Oh, he's going to be really respectful.
Yeah.
How did a possible 2 months turn into a minimum of 6 months? The things you say to me make me unhappy. You try to make me feel like I'm a parasite. It doesn't work, but you try. And if you have an interest in me, then why would it make you feel better to try to make me feel that way? You didn't do that to Jamie when you thought she was real, and you have no reason to feel uncomfortable about giving me your real number. You gave it to Alex in the first couple of hours of knowing him, when you didn't even know him, and things are going my way. My life is going, I'm pretty sure he says great, but we'll see. My life is going great and only getting better. And I want you to be a part of it. But I don't want you to be hiding from me when you know the reason why. And when you know that I would never let your number get past me. I know firsthand multiple times over how it is a pain in the ass to have to change it. And the calls that can come in from people that should not be having your number. And if you want me, then I don't know why you would even want to date anyone else.
What are you wanting me to say?
That you won't date anyone, and that you're still my girl, and that we will stay that way so that we can have a fair chance with each other. And I want you to really think about the reasons why you can trust me with your number, and that if you gave it to me, we could continue to talk until you're here. And I want you to not have to think about putting me down is the way that I hear you or pay attention to you, because my attention has been on you for years.
Ugh. So you really think it's fair to ask me to not date anyone until I'm able to visit you?
With the way we feel about each other? Yes. And I'm willing to not look for anyone and wait for you. Then you should be willing to also. And also make sure to mention Ashley by name so that she knows that you made the video for everyone's knowledge, so that we don't keep running into this problem. Will you make a video for me to send to Ashley with telling Ashley that you're not catfishing me and that any information she wants from you, you will give her, so that there will be no more questions or problems about it? I'm going to sleep now. Good night, my beautiful Lady Rose. My mind is made up. You're going the distance to make me feel secure and willing to give probation any information they ask for. You tells me that you want this as much as I do, and we're worth it.
Okay, so little bit of background. Ashley is probation. And at this point, seeing that Jamie turned out to be a catfish, just like they told him she would be, and Casey was married to Jamie, for some reason, probation thinks this is still a catfish.
Why would they think that?
They're like, Lorne, pay attention. It's the same behavior. They're catfish you. She's saying she's on the Church of God website. And he's like, but he's still got that one chance out of 100. Yeah, after the chat log, why would you ever use Rose or lol again? Ever? Right.
Rose.
But the thing is, Lorne says so much stuff from the chat log still, like the Rose, kissy face, and in bringing up this thing with Casey about how we've known each other for a long time. Why would you ever mention it? All right, well, here we go. Call 34.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
So this is immediately following those texts.
okay.
All right, what are we doing?
I didn't think you could hear me there for a minute.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you we're not going to text all back and forth because I feel like things are not getting across to you. What is it you want to do here?
Well, what I want to do is I want you to be here right now. That's what I want.
Oh,
Okay, well, that's a possibility. So what's your next suggestion?
Give me your real number.
What does that have to do with anything?
What does it have to do with what?
Why is my real number so important?
Because the Google numbers,
probation.
that's how they fooled me the whole time.
Yeah?
Probation knows that. My counselor knows that.
Well, if you don't trust me, then stop talking to me.
But
It's really that simple.
it's
If
not
you
that
think
simple,
my
Casey.
phone number, it really is though. If you think my phone number is like the thing that is making you not trust me, I'm not giving you my phone number right now. I do not feel comfortable doing that. You're not going to get it. So, what do you want to do?
It doesn't make sense.
You full do everything. I thought I can trust you once before, and you burned me. And now there's a possibility my news get leaked. And that's your fault because you can't keep your mouth shut. I don't trust you. You also lied to me because you said that your probation officer wanted my ID, everything unblurred. And then when I said she can email me, you told me then all of a sudden she didn't want any of it.
Well,
Which is very fucking weird.
Before she did want to.
Okay, well, she didn't when you told me to do it that time. And that's very bizarre. So I can't trust
I know.
Here's the other thing. I don't believe probation is asking for the information. I think they are telling him you need to. She is fake. There's no way you're talking to the actress from the state. Just that alone. Why would the actress date one of the pedophiles? Right? Forget the fact that it's the third time. No, forget the fact that it's the third time it's happened.
You're wrong. You're wrong because it isn't just any of the pedophiles. It's Lorne. And he has a natural magnetism. All women want Lorne.
Yeah, well, so what I think is happening, Lorne hates probation, right? And he wants to just rub it in their face of, hey, I'm going to prove she's right. So he asked for this stuff. She sent it over, and then probation's like, what are you, an idiot? She's still fake, Lorne. It's not her. And so that's why he's like now like, oh, never mind. They changed their mind, right? That's what I think happened here. Because otherwise, why is probation even asking for this stuff?
Well, look at last time. And
okay, I'm not going back.
You can't say anything to me about lying because look at how much I was lied to.
So are we allowed to
every day?
Or are we just going to go back to your past?
I was lied every day that we were on the phone.
I have a question. What is this about you fucking someone?
Okay, here we go.
Good question.
All right, ladies. Don't want to get graphic, but what I want you to do is a thought exercise. Is tell me just what your snap reaction first thought is to the thought if a man were to stick his big toe in your lady parts, like when you're sitting across
but
from
not just any man. Lorne Armstrong.
No, I'm saying any man. Any man sitting across from you at the table, any man sticking a big toe inside your vagina in public. What is your reaction going to be? Are you on the fence with it? Well, it depends on the guy. Okay, now, then if you're on the fence, now picture it being Lorne.
Lorne's feet
with his toenails that rip like paper.
Yeah, his toenails rip like paper, like wet paper, I believe.
So this again is another story. You can tell it's a lie because Lorne thinks, even though it's disgusting and embarrassing, right? Lorne doesn't think it's disgusting and embarrassing, right? So
I think it's a great story.
Therefore, that there is something wrong with it. Oh, and there's another category. If there's literally no point to the story you just heard, or you have no idea why it was told, it's probably true. So, like selling meat in the woods as rotten wood. Okay, well, that's a totally boring story. Why did you tell that story? Probably true. Him having his wet dream. Why would you tell that story? Probably true. Jerking off into the toilet. Embarrassing. Why would you tell it? Probably true. Yeah.
But I really want you to think, everyone in the chat, I want you to think about Lorne's feet. They're beautiful feet.
Okay. But we don't know, because this wasn't present day.
His feet, this was at the time of Kayla, and he tells Kayla his feet are ugly and they smell bad.
Ravina Denver, hear me out. Don't try to fly horse shit up my ass. $10. Thank you very much. And if everyone remember to hit the like button while you're here, this show is viewer supported. I was hoping people thought I actually retired because I didn't do anything. Like, oh my God, maybe he really did retire at $11. Rocky does have a good question. Is it between his penis or his tail? Well, she's going to go
both, but
yeah, she's going to go for, hey, may I have some more?
Absolutely.
But this is, yeah, okay. It's just a classic Lorne story where it's so disgusting, embarrassing, and Lorne says it like it's a sexual conquest.
I saw something weird today. A story you told that you fucked some woman with your toe?
Yeah, I did, didn't I? No, that's so good.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Because Casey's asking about a sex story, right? So therefore, she's having sexual thoughts about me.
That's true.
Yes.
That was a drunk night that me and her were flirting with each other.
And you put your toe inside of her?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Remember, the front slit wedgie is also flirting.
What?
That was
What?
that was God knows how many years ago. That was probably over about 20 years ago.
Well, what the hell happened? I thought that was fake.
Huh?
I thought that was a fake story. So what happened?
No, we were just drunk, and her and I were flirting with each other, and I stuck my toe with her pussy under the table.
He didn't even say she asked, hey, I dare you to do this, right? He just said they were flirting and he just went for it. The mechanics don't even make sense either. She's not sitting there naked, right?
No, but she knew she was going to get some Lorne lovin'.
Oh, so she was going commando with the...
Yeah,
with
I bet she was.
On the cut-off jean shorts. What a lie.
That was 20 years ago?
It was damn close to 20 years ago.
And did she, punch you in the face?
Did she punch me in the face? Hell no. She was flirting with me.
In the pecker.
Did she stuck her toe in your asshole? What happened?
No, she didn't stick her toe in my ass. She had her foot all over my crotch.
Yeah, right. I honestly think this is maybe something that may have happened in like a 80s Porky's type movie, right?
Yeah, he's definitely getting it from a movie where they're playing frisky footsie under the table, maybe
and then
foot goes up a little high.
Yeah, and then they do the slide whistle and then the woman's there bug-eyed, whoop, and then the guy's like Porky's 4 or whatever. Lorne, stop it, Lorne.
Well, now I lost all train of thought.
Huh?
I lost all train of thought when you said that.
It was a long time ago, and we were drinking, and her and I were flirting.
She was she just like not wearing any pants?
I don't remember if she was wearing panties or not.
How would you, if this story ever happened, how would you not remember? It would be difficult, or it's just so dumb.
I think she was wearing panties, and I was just able to slide them over.
And was she just wearing panties? Jeans on?
I told her somehow. I wasn't really feeling for panties.
How did you get past her pants, like her jeans?
She wasn't wearing jeans. She was wearing a mini skirt.
No, of course. Lots of mini skirts around Cornville.
Well, that is, I feel very gross.
Yeah, we did some
wild.
We did some partying back then.
It's not partying.
Yeah.
It's called assault, brother.
I don't know how much of.
Some of the girls that I partied with were kind of wild.
They sound just...
Yeah.
If this story was true, Lauren, they sound like like disgusting creatures. Maybe if this was the town prostitute that was 55 and you gave her $10 to do it, that might start approaching something that could be possible in the realm of the universe. But there's no way this is a single woman that didn't immediately call the police.
But no, it was back then. It was almost 20 years ago, so it's
different
nothing
time.
I can think about now.
Okay.
Thankfully, I don't see them girls. Those were some of Tony's friends that Tony knew from his work in construction.
And what do? You just stuck it in there and then took it out, and we're like, all right, that's it. Or what happened next?
Well, after that, her and I decided to go get a sandwich, and we had sex in the back of my truck.
No. First off, I don't believe you had money for a sandwich. Why would you stick your toe in, then get the sandwich, then go have sex? Because his, beyond the physical description of what he says happens when they have sex, right? His setup never makes any sense. Right? What's the other one he talks about? That, I crushed her, and we were just flirting with each other, and it was like, want to go have this? Oh, the titty bang bang. That story, right? It's a Jamie call.
Titty, I was flirting with her.
No, he. Why can't I think of this is the problem. Staying up all night. Titty F. When he titty F'd a girl, when Jamie asked him, "Have you ever titty F'd a girl?"
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then he describes it with some girl that, he was friends with, and they always liked each other, whatever, and they were hanging out like, I don't know, I want to say it was like a picnic. I don't even know, but he's like, "Oh, you want to go? And she's like, "Yeah." So we did, and then I was like, "Can I tits?" And she's like, "Yeah, but do it before you." So I did it.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was in the gravel. That's right. It was in the gravel. And then they transitioned to the front seat of the car. The front seat driver's side with the steering wheel in his back. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
We did get the sandwiches. I was a little wild at one point.
It's not wild. That's
I
disgusting.
was
disgusting.
getting used by everyone, and I just wound up not caring.
That sounds pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, part Casey.
You can believe me that it's true.
Because Lauren doesn't lie.
That wasn't the only night I had sex with her either.
Lauren hasn't lied since he was
There were
10.
a couple other nights too.
Yep. Wasn't the only
That's
night
really
either.
nice.
Her sister was the one that I dated for 2 weeks, and she lived with me at the time. And
Forgot about the sister. Hold on.
the only night I had sex with her either. There were a couple other nights too.
That's really nice.
Her sister was the one that I dated for 2 weeks, and she lived with me at the time. And
She lived with him at the time. The sister?
Yes.
I didn't catch that before. So is this the one? Is this Brandy? The one that had to be
It's always
rescued?
Brandy. Hear me out. It's always Brandy. If you're ever doubting or wondering who the girl's name is, it's Brandy.
No, this is the one that had to be her sisters came and took her in the middle of the night or something, right? Like they came and packed up her shit. They discuss it in Samantha SMH,
Right. I know what you're talking about.
where she's a drug addict.
I think that's a different girl.
But he hasn't lived with that. This is the only that's the only girl he cited. He just said he lived with this girl, the sister.
Well, he only lived with her for a week, and she was doing a lot of drugs.
I know, but he mentioned that as a week. Well, how long did this sister live with him? One night? Okay, another lie. Unless this is Brandy, the drug addict.
You so fuck
It's
your
always Brandy.
ex-girlfriend's
It's always
vagina
Brandy.
or your ex-girlfriend's sister?
you what?
You toe fuck your ex-girlfriend's sister?
Well, she wasn't my ex-girlfriend at the time. She wasn't even my girlfriend at the time. Actually, at that time, I'm not sure if I had even met her. I don't remember if I had even met her at that time.
Wow.
The time kind of all blends in together, but I know I didn't meet her sister until after I met her. Met her first. And she was actually the one that introduced me to her sister.
Again, makes no sense.
She was actually the one that got me and her sister together.
Wow, she was like, hey, shit, this guy's toe feels real nice inside my vagina. I'm sitting on
What's your point, Casey?
Oh, God. It was a long time ago, and those were very wild days.
very gross.
Yeah, there was a lot of being drunk.
Did she kill herself?
Huh?
Did she end up killing herself?
She should
No,
have.
she's actually married today, and she's very happy.
Could you imagine
good.
if the story was true, being married and finding out your wife had Lorne Armstrong's toe?
It is really
Yes.
is very good for her.
Inside
Because
of
she
her
was,
True. She's killed herself now.
she was out of hand wild. And
So you still talk to her?
no, I haven't seen her since before Tony died. I think it was like a year before Tony, not even a year before Tony died. Or her and her husband. They went over to Tony's, and she got lucky and showed up there when Wendy's daughter wasn't there and nobody else was there because, well, she was so wild that she wound up leaving the state because a lot of people were really, really mad at her.
No, sounds like somebody else would know.
Mad at her for what?
Right?
Mad at
I
her
missed
for
that.
what?
I was looking at something. What?
Said
I don't know.
She left the
I
state
wasn't
because
around
a lot of
at that
people
time,
really
but-
mad at her.
Oh, yeah, I wonder who else
and all
did
that. Whatever happened, and I never even asked Tony about it. But her mom died and left everything to her. And
Is that why you left the state too?
Because of her? No.
No, because everyone was mad at you?
Yep.
No, I left the state because everybody was using me to the point where I couldn't think for myself. I couldn't think straight at all. I mean, I was a low point in my life. It was sad. I couldn't say the word no to anybody. I wound up screwing Betty unintentionally.
Well, you said no to Betty.
I wound up
Give me your money. Give me my money back.
wound up
No.
losing a lot of money that I had. Well, only I would have been able to say the word no to people. I never would have gotten to that point. It fucked me up pretty good. But
Okay.
now at least now I can say the word no and not have to worry about it.
Can you?
Right.
And I try to keep the losers out of my life.
Do
The
you?
people that are going to do damage to me.
All right, well, back on that topic of that, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to just not talk to you until I'm ready to go up there?
What I want is some way to
Some way to prove Ashley wrong.
some way that we can show probation that you're real and you're not.
There we go.
Catfish, and
I told you to give her my
You're
email
real.
address.
that's not going to do it.
How would that not do it? You can ask me whatever she wants. You can get my ID, anything.
Because it's your email address. Anybody can make up an email address and give it to anybody.
Okay, well, if she wants me to
Just,
call her, she should tell me what she wants me to do.
That's like your ID too. Anybody can make up an ID and give it to anybody.
You don't say.
All right, so then what do you want me to do?
I don't know.
Well, what does your probation officer want that's going to prove I'm real?
I don't know. Ashley's not going to be back until the 30th. She's on vacation for 2 weeks. But my counselor today, talking to her, she's helping me to think of the stuff that I need to think about that I didn't think about before, and that's how they all wound up being able to catfish me.
Because you bring this up once a week after you talk to your therapist.
Wasn't that a good thing?
Yeah, well, don't you think that's a good thing?
I know it.
What's a good thing?
Don't you think it's a good thing that I talked to her?
Well, you have to talk to her.
Huh?
Just because the court
Don't
says
you
so.
have to?
Yeah. Are you in a bad area?
No?
Your phone's not coming in as good as it normally does.
It's probably your TV that's at full blast.
Yeah, that could do it.
It's not, actually, I got it down low.
Well, what's that noise? Are you in a truck? Why does it sound like wind?
Oh, it's the air conditioner and the fan is on. You want me to turn it off? I can turn it off. It's not that hot in here now. Let me turn the air conditioner off.
Plastic sheets.
That might be what the problem is. Turn the fan off too. All right, how's that?
I can hear you. You tell me.
Well, you haven't talked enough yet for me to be able to tell.
Okay, well, I'm talking. This is me
Hear me
talking.
out.
Can
Look
you
at the
hear me
back chat.
now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Hopefully it stays that way.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
All right. Everyone say goodnight to X Derek. He's got a little
Got a thing to deal with.
thing to deal with.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right.
Kiss your fingers.
Thanks for being here. I'll play you out.
You know you are my precious baby girl. I swear I love you just so much, my little princess, my little baby.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, well, you told me earlier we can't talk until I come up there, and then you kept texting me. So what do you want to do?
I want you.
I know
Yeah,
that.
you know that, Lauren.
I don't
I'm
want you
saying
saying
right
all
now.
I don't want you saying all kinds of stuff to me to try to make me feel bad, Casey. There's no reason to do that.
We
If
were
you want me
talking
to-
shit about your brother for like 2 days. So if you're allowed to talk shit about your brother, I can talk shit about you.
Yeah, but you don't know the whole story behind my brother. You don't know how much I put into him. Huh?
I know your whole story, but I don't care what his story is. The point is, you make fun of him for being a piece of shit when you're also a piece of shit.
I'm not
That's
making
the
fun of him. I am not making fun of him. I am extremely mad at him.
Lauren, you were always making fun
He has
of.
done this for
well,
years.
I'm not going to talk about your brother anymore. What do you want to do? I'm going to ask you again until you give me an answer. Do you want to keep talking or no? Because I'm not going to keep texting you back and forth if every other message is, well, okay, talk to you till you get here.
Well, we got to figure out something so they know you're not catfishing me. And
You got to figure out something. I don't care if they know I'm real or not.
well,
I know
I
I'm
do.
real. I know, so you have to figure that out. I don't have to figure shit out. Because I don't care.
Well, you care about me, right?
My life's going to go on with or without you. I know I'm real. If you don't think I'm real, then I'm telling you right now not to talk to me.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
telling you that too.
I know your life's going to go on with or without me. That's a given.
You expect people to go through
Lauren's
so much
life
shit
isn't
for
going to
you.
go on, though.
Would you rather have it with me or without me?
Oh, geez, what a decision.
Or if you think I'm fake, the point is I can't do what you want me to do. You want my number? I said no. You want me to go up there right now? I said no.
No, it doesn't. It still doesn't make sense to me why you wouldn't give me your real number. I mean, you gave it to Alex
Why
in
do
a
you
matter of
think you're
2
worth
hours.
it? Why do you think you are worth it to go through all this shit for?
Well, if you love me, then I'm going to be honest with you. I love you, Casey.
Oh, my God.
I've loved you for a long time.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
Huh?
Lauren,
No, you
stop.
do not.
It's like a train
Oh, I
wreck.
don't.
Or a car crash.
No?
in slow motion.
How do you know I don't?
Did you love Jamie?
Yeah, I thought I did love what I thought was Jamie as
What
a
did you
girl.
love about her? Because she was nothing but an asshole to you. I want to know what connection was it? What was the special connection you found?
She had a
There were
vagina?
times when she wasn't.
Okay, well, when Will was being nice, what was it? What was the special connection? I want to know what it was that made you fall in love with her, and then maybe I can understand why you say you love me.
Because I guess it was because of the time that I spent with her, and there was times when she was good with me. There was a long time.
You
So,
have fallen in love with every one of your catfishes.
Will and Wine Lover played me for a long time to make sure that I was good.
Well, Wine Lover only played you for like a month. Will played you for 2 years.
That shows how disgusting they both are.
So
You
tell
fell in
me
love with them,
again,
Lauren.
What was it that you felt was so special? What was this crazy connection? I want details. If you had this crazy connection and you loved him or her, whatever, I'll I'll refer to Jamie as her because I know you don't like me feeling gay. So, what was it about her that you felt such connection to? Because I don't understand it. You bought her an engagement ring and you didn't even meet her. I want to know what, besides her just being a pretty girl in her pictures, what was it? Because they were intentionally horrible to you on purpose to get you mad. Jamie was nothing but an asshole.
Where they
and you
are?
said that you two were in love and had a special connection. They told me that when I saw them in Nashville. They laughed about it. They said, what the fuck is he talking about, a special connection?
Well, for a long time, they weren't like that.
No. Lorne, we have months of calls like that.
When they started acting like that, and they knew I was already in love with what I thought was Jamie, a female.
Okay, well then what was it before that made you fall in love with her?
The time that her and I spent together, and
doing what? What made you fall in love?
We just spent time together, doing anything and everything.
What happened during that time?
Spend time together doing anything and everything, exactly what he says about Paula.
So obviously she wasn't. She's full of shit. I don't even like to think about her anymore.
Well, I don't care. I need an answer. You can't name a single trait that you love.
Just all the time that we spent together.
You're saying a trait about her.
It's the exact same line he uses about Paula.
I spend a lot of time with the people at work. I'm not in love with all of them.
Yeah, and Boob Chicky's right. They literally didn't do anything together. They never even met.
She paid a lot of attention to me, and I paid a lot of attention to her. We just paid a lot of attention to each other.
This is like almost a carbon copy of the Paula story, which is going to be next. Just listen to this ridiculousness. You don't pay attention to me, pay attention to her.
What about Winnie, Debbie, Ramona? What about any of these women who intentionally were horrible people to you on purpose, not nice to you ever?
Because at the time I couldn't let go of him, Casey.
So you just fall in love with anyone who pays attention to you?
No.
That's what it seems like.
It's just time that I spent with them.
Why couldn't you let them go when they were being so awful?
Why is what?
Why couldn't you let any of them go when they were being awful to you? When Winnie was sucking everybody's dick, and when Jamie was fucking Rod and Todd and Claude or whoever.
Had a hard time letting go of them at the time.
I understand that. I'm saying why, though?
Because they kept coming up with stories. Stories of why this happened. And I wanted to believe them. I wanted to think, okay, it makes sense that you like that. It makes sense that...
You want for me to believe that you're in love with me when all your answers are stuttering all over the place?
Why did you tell me that you love me?
She's being blackmailed, Lauren.
And I told you at the time that you weren't. And you said, yes, I am.
I knew I wasn't. I told you this before. Lord, it was all make-believe.
Oh, I know.
What do you love about me? Tell me that. If I'm so awful, like you made me sound in your text messages. If I'm just
you're not awful.
And you feel like a parasite all the time, and I'm constantly putting you down.
You did say that, Lauren.
And because I won't give you my real number. What is it about me?
Casey, you don't always do that stuff. That's why when you do it, it shocks the hell out of me.
Okay, so then name something.
Name something about you.
Yeah, that you love about me. And maybe you can fall in love with me.
I love the way you dance.
Oh my God.
I love the way you smile.
So you like my look. Is that what this is? Is that so basically when you fell in love with Jamie, you're just a hot, sexy model?
No.
I mean, basically all you just because I'm
I love the way that you talk.
The way that you
You
talk.
love the way I talk. You just say I make you feel like a parasite.
Well, when you're not trying to do that.
Or are you just desperate to be in love?
No.
Are you sure?
Casey, I've wanted you for a long time. And I weren't in love with you at the time when I did want you first.
Why did you want me at first?
Because you caught my eye.
I think the most pathetic part about this is when Lorne finally admits. Oh, sorry.
From my looks again?
When Lorne finally admits that he's not in love with her, kind of, is the most pathetic part. But
I love the way you smile.
So you like
he's
my
reading
look.
out of a box
Is that
of
what this is? Is
Sweetheart
that,
candy.
So basically when you fell in love with Jamie, you're just a hot, sexy model?
No.
No.
I mean, basically all you just because I'm
I love the way that you talk.
Stop saying the way that you talk.
You love the way I talk. You just say I make you feel like a parasite.
Well, when you're not trying to do that.
I backed it up too far.
Or are you just desperate to be in love?
No.
Are you sure?
Casey, I've wanted you for a long time. And I
Stop
weren't in love with
saying
you at
that.
the time when I did want you first.
Why did you want me at first?
Because you caught my eye. You caught my attention when I saw you dancing.
From my looks again?
The only way that you could see her dancing, Lorne, is if you looked her up after the sting. Which means you were already watching To Catch a Predator, because that's the only way you would learn her name. Because I guarantee you couldn't remember it. Because you thought you were talking to Kayla. Or he got off his legal paperwork. I don't know. It's just so creepy. Love the way you sit on edge of chairs.
Huh?
You saw dudes I see walking around doesn't mean I want them. Just because you think someone's attractive.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Just because you thought I was attractive, that means you wanted me for a long time.
And?
What's your point? I saw you dancing and I wanted you since that time.
Oh, stop saying it.
I wasn't in love with you then.
Okay, that's...
You fall in love with me because I spent time with you?
I think I've loved you for a while. Just didn't know if I was in love with you or not.
What?
Why?
Like, it just wasn't at that point yet.
So why did you think you loved me and then why did you fall in love with me?
Abort, Lorne, abort!
I don't know. I can't really explain that. I don't know how to explain it.
Why don't you just say that you don't love me? It's not a big deal. I know you don't. Do you think by telling me that I'm going to feel more like drawn to be with you?
No.
Is that why you tell everyone you love them even though they're assholes?
No.
No.
Well then, let's go back to Jamie because she was nice to you for a month when it was Wine Lover because Wine Lover is really bad at trolling you. But when Will took over, he was really good at it. So for 2 years, it was all Will trolling you. And you still were in love with him. So what was it for those 2 years? You can't say because he was nice for a month. I'm saying for 2 years.
It was longer than a month. It was a lot longer than a month because COVID
You want to
happened.
call and ask him?
No, I ain't fucking talking to that piece of shit.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
They'd have me on fucking record.
So 1 month out of 2 years of being treated like shit by Will, being a robot. That's what you were in love with.
It was more than a month.
Lauren, I don't know if you know this, but every single call and text that you had with them has been screenshot, recorded, and shared on the internet. I can literally look at everything from the exact moment you talked to her to the very last moment. And let's say we can throw that out. Let's say she was nice to you for 6 months. She was nice for 6 whole months. For a year and a half after that, she was nothing but an asshole.
And?
Well, it's over with now, so thank God. That is fucked up.
Are you going to answer it? That wasn't the question.
I didn't hear the question. I was just hearing what you were saying, but I didn't hear the question.
It's the
Lauren,
same
you're so
question I've been
stupid.
asking for like 15 minutes that you, for some reason, won't answer because you don't know why you love her.
I don't know why I loved her.
You
'Cause you
did not
didn't.
love
I knew she was an asshole to me. I knew a lot of things that she did was fucked
He was
up.
an asshole to you.
But I'm betting not everything was recorded.
everything
Oh my
was
God,
recorded, Lauren.
Why would you think that?
You can say you bet all you want, but I am able to see it, and it sure is. It's all recorded. Even back when she was friends with that Winnie person. It goes back all the way till then. It's been recorded literally the entire time, not a day missed. All of it. Even the boring calls where you're talking about doing stuff to the closet. That was all of it was recorded, Lauren, not just you screaming and crying. Every text, every call, every voicemail. None of them wanted to talk to you unless it was recorded. I am telling you that for a fact.
That shit is so fucked right up.
Well, that's what's fucked right up is you saying you love her when you don't know why you do.
Well,
Focus on the point.
apparently
I know,
was in
yes.
love with the image that she gave me.
Right, you just
This is a hot one. An image she gave me. Yes, just the picture. And then he's going to describe, well, now he will act like a woman. When he literally used a male robot voice, there was nothing feminine about Amy the robot. Nothing.
were attracted to a picture of a pretty girl.
Not just any girl. He was
And
attracted
an image
to
of
this
the person
pretty
that-
girl on the right.
She was portrayed. That's
Right. Just like me, just like Ramona, just like Winnie. You didn't love any of them. You didn't love me.
All right, so I'm not in love with you,
I know.
but there are things about you that I do love.
Okay, like what?
I love your looks. I love your dancing.
Stop it.
I love your voice.
Stop it, Lauren.
I love the way that you're being honest with me now.
What about like me as a person? Do you love anything about me as me? Or do you just love my physical traits?
I love that you're being honest with me now.
Right, but you told me you loved me before I was being honest.
Oh, shit, Lauren.
I didn't know you
What do you
before.
Yeah, you still told me you loved me. What do you know about me now? You still don't know me.
No, I still don't know you. Not the way I want to.
Yeah, I know. And the more I think about it, with your like incessant getting me to come up there and instantly we're gonna live together, that's insane. Don't you think we should date each other first?
Casey, you were the one that was on that before I was.
Now, we know this is a lie. We know back to the first call. In the emails, Casey or Lorne brings it up. He says, want to move up here? Have a couple of kids? Grow old together? And he talks about moving out to her place. But she doesn't deny it right away. So therefore, she has approved of it. And therefore, it was her idea.
What, living together?
Yes.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I weren't. Are you talking about the time I was forced to tell you things?
Huh?
Were you talking about the time I was forced to tell you certain things?
No, I'm talking about when you started.
Yeah, before the throuple.
I'm talking about when you called me at first.
When I told you at first one, I didn't want to date you.
This first time after.
We didn't start dating until the throuple started.
Casey, I'm talking about after the throuple, after you finding all the truth about Will and Wine Lover. After we didn't talk for about a month, and you contacted me.
You were the one talking about living together. That wasn't me.
You started talking about it first, not me.
We are currently awaiting federal door 2413 says, did catfish end or is he currently in love with another non-existent person? This catfish ended. We don't know if there's another catfish going on or whatever, but we are currently waiting for court paperwork in regards to his most recent appeal to get off or motion to get off probation and move to Canada with his quote unquote wife and baby, which I don't believe because he is always lying. But they filed for a motion for revocations. Hopefully he's going back to prison.
Definitely did not.
But I think the motions are due the first week of May.
You definitely did too.
Well, what did I say? Because I can remember what you said. I don't remember what I said.
I don't remember.
I remember you said. Okay, well, I can remember for you because I'm telling the truth and you don't know what you're talking about. You said that we can't talk or you can't move out here until we are.
But new material is being released weekly by Reborn still during this 2021. I mean, if there's another catfish going on right now, we'd never be able to catch up. It's going to be like math, right? As more and more math was discovered, it became impossible for one person to learn all the different branches of mathematics. We're almost at that critical mass with Lorne. I don't know if we could handle another catfish at this point.
Together. And you have to have like a home set up with me. And that's the only way probation's going to let you come out here. That was what you said.
I remember all that.
Right.
You had said something else before I said that. Because that was the reason that I did say that. I don't remember what it was that you said.
Okay. All right, sure. Let's go with that. Either way, whatever I said before it doesn't matter. What I'm saying now is that the more I think about it, don't you think two people should date each other before living together?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
So why are you pushing living together so hard?
I'm not pushing living together.
You were.
No, I was not. Oh, shoot.
They call that a liar laugh.
Absolutely. Lorne.
Before I was.
You want to send that to your text
I was trying to figure it out myself.
You want to go?
You were just talking about them having to find a new house in the 2 calls ago, Lorne. Because everyone's going to know where they are and they're going to bother them. It's going to be a big problem when people find out they're dating.
Go back to the text messages and see how you were talking about buying a house together, and you were talking about having children.
I know about all that. I remember all that.
Right, that was you talking. That was you talking.
I know. I remember all that.
So why did you
Have you
say it
ever
was
lived with a
her?
girlfriend? You have no idea what that would be like.
Yep. My girl sister, I lived with her for 2 weeks.
Okay, you said
Sure,
2
that's
weeks.
brandy.
That's not living together.
That was close enough. At the time, that was close enough.
Okay, so you've never lived with anyone. You've never had a real relationship. How do you think you would handle living with someone you've never met before?
Poorly.
You're 52. You're pretty set in your ways. You want to walk around the house naked. You like to, leave things dirty. My house is spotless, and there's no walking around naked.
I don't like to leave things dirty. If you would have known me before, my house used to be spotless.
Bullshit.
Well, it isn't now. That's what I'm saying.
Now it's me trying to get my house so it's an actual house that's finished. It's not finished. And there are things that I need all the time to do something with. So I leave it right where it is, so that way I don't have to walk out in the shed to get it.
Right, and that's why you leave your refrigerator all disgusting, and that's why the floors are all gross and everything's covered in dirt.
The refrigerator's not disgusting.
You showed me a picture. It was disgusting. The toilet's disgusting. When you were pooping in the toilet bowl was gross as hell.
That's not something I even want to talk about.
Okay, well, let's talk about
You
this.
sent pictures of it,
Why
Lorne.
do you even want to live with me when you do not know me?
Don't.
So Lorne's going to get
I could ask
frustrated
you
here.
the same thing because you had said something about living together too.
Well, okay, answer it then.
Okay, even when you and quote unquote Jamie.
Can you answer the fucking question? Stop changing the subject. Answer the question.
I'm giving you a hint of what my answer is going to be because
I don't want a roundabout answer. Just give me a straight answer.
Okay.
I don't want to go around the.
Straight answer is that I can change the way that I live, no problem. I've had to live with people before.
Yeah,
Just because I haven't lived with a girlfriend before. Really.
Okay, I don't want someone that's going to give me a go-around answer, okay? I just want an answer. Why do you want to live with me?
Because I want you.
Why?
And I want to spend my time with you.
Why?
Why? Other than my looks and my dancing.
Because I think we get along very well.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, well. Huh?
Yeah, we clearly get along well.
Oh, we do. Look at us. We're talking about things. This is something that none of them ever did. All they ever tried to do is get fucking shit out of me so that they can put on the internet.
Well, Debbie talked to you, too. Ramona talked to you. I said Debbie talked to you. Ramona talked to you.
Yeah.
What's your point on that one?
You insisted Debbie was your girlfriend.
Debbie insisted that I break up with Winnie to go with her.
Debbie never said that.
Well, of course not. That probably got deleted.
No, we've
Amazing
heard the
what
call.
editing can do.
It didn't.
Right.
Okay, well, let's say she. All right, well, let's say she did. Let's say she told you that. I heard the call where she said she didn't want to be with you, and you still insisted that you were her boyfriend.
Yeah, well.
Regardless of anything said before, she still told you that.
I was a fool.
You're fucking retarded.
I was fucking retarded.
You screamed at her for 3 hours to be your girlfriend.
Okay, what's the point in all this?
The point is, why were you trying so hard to date all these women that either didn't want you, flat out told you they didn't want you, or treated you like shit? What was it about any of them that you loved? Because the point I'm trying to get to is why you love me or why you love anyone when you don't.
I guess I just want
You
to.
said you were in love with Eddie.
Yeah, you
I
just
want
want
to.
to.
I want to have that chance to.
Everybody wants to be in love, Lorne.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
Yeah, but what, do you feel like you're like running out of time?
no.
Okay. You feel like there's no one around you locally to date?
Oh, there is, but I don't really look.
Okay.
Cause
So, do you think I'm like your last chance at love?
yes, absolutely.
No. With you, I've thought
Okay.
about you for a long time.
Stop saying that, Lauren.
And they knew that. That's why they had whoever it was that they had play the role of Casey and make me believe that they were you.
Stupid
You
bed.
act the same way to every woman.
So why did you call me back?
You become obsessed with them.
Lauren.
Become obsessed with them.
You wanted to marry all of them.
Is it me obsessed with them or them obsessed with me? Because they're the ones that start the shit.
You obsessed with them.
No. I
You
get
asked
fooled
every
by them.
one of them for you.
I get fooled by them.
Okay. I mean, there's multiple times they've tried breaking up with you, and you say, no, we're not broken up. So clearly they were comfortable letting you go.
Yeah, and I should
Demanded all their time.
have told them okay. Had I known,
Yeah,
I would.
And you demanded all of their time every second of the day. You screamed and cried about a doctor touching that Ramona person's knee.
Listen. Why are you
Listen.
rehashing this shit?
Because I'm proving a point.
So this
You
is
act the
Ramona.
same as you did then as you do now.
Come on,
I'm
Lauren.
trying to point out that you think you're in love with every woman you talk to.
You're trying to make me uncomfortable is what you're doing.
Okay, well, I'm trying to make you uncomfortable, and I'm trying to point out that you think you're in love with every woman you talk to. Why can't you absorb any of this?
Why can't I what?
Oh my God.
Why can't you absorb any of the things I am telling you?
Oh, I absorb it just fine, Casey.
Okay.
You just said, okay, what?
I know what happened back then. I don't need to rehash it. time and time and time and time again.
I don't think you do, Lorne.
Well, you should rehash it so that you can learn from it.
Oh, I've definitely learned from it.
Because you haven't learned from any of it yet.
Why? Because I'm still talking to somebody over the phone?
Yes.
Because
Yes,
you were
Lauren.
doing it for like a decade and a half.
So it's my fault that people can't be honest.
So it's your fault for letting the catfishing continue.
So it's my fault that people can't be honest.
I mean, here's a great example, Lauren. Why do you love me?
Say it, Lauren. Say it, Lauren.
Can't answer that, Casey. Can't give you an answer for that right now.
And while you think this is progress, it's pathetic because he's actually trying to say, I'm not feeling love for you right now, Casey, because of how you're talking to me. Can't answer that right now. Because I don't feel loved. He's so stupid.
I know. I know that you couldn't.
You want me to be honest with you? I can't give you an answer for it right now.
Lauren, he's trying to be subtle about it too. Like, you want me to be honest? In case he's gonna go, no, please don't love me, Lauren. An idiot.
It's your fault that you fall for every time you've been catfished. It's your fault that you call them back. It's your fault that you give them material to laugh at. And, you can't answer that question right now because you know that you don't love me. I don't think you know what love is.
Really?
Really?
Well, I stayed in love with a woman for 25 years, so I guess I know what
All right,
love is.
on to the Paula story.
You stayed in love with a woman for 25 years?
Yeah,
Who?
Paula.
Who the fuck is Paula?
So we're going to get into Cult 35 here, which is, of course, the Paula story again, which many of you are probably familiar with. Not all of you. And he talks about the need for probation to get off his back and what he needs from Casey in order for probation to get off his back. What I think, so when he's talking about, I've been in love with her for 25 years, but then he obviously doesn't like her and talks a bunch of shit and hates her. I think in his brain, he equates remembering heartbreak as being in love. So Lorne equates heartbreak with love.
She was a potential girlfriend that wasn't really a girlfriend, that was working on being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Sounds like the Jodi Arias description there. New potential, possible, whatever, in such and such.
And then she wound up hooking up with some other guy that she didn't even really want. She just used to.
I'm actually going to try and map this out here. Okay. They were potentially dating. Then she hooks up with a guy she didn't really want and was using, which could be fiance number 2. Could be CJ, his friend from the bar. I don't know. We'll see. This story does not make sense.
To have sex with him.
So,
It was my fault because her and I spend a lot of time together. Like
What did you say?
every.
so
It was my fault because
Oh,
I really want. She just used to have sex with him.
okay. Use the guy for sex.
It was my fault because her and I spend a lot of time together. Like every minute that we could.
So, you've been in love with a woman for 25 years who was never your girlfriend. Why do you love her for 25 years? I assume she's moved on and probably has an entirely different life now.
Oh yeah, she does.
What did you love about her? You said you know what love is. What about her did you love? Because she was never even your girlfriend.
I love the attention that we gave each other.
There you go. You love the attention.
Isn't that what he just said about Jamie before? The attention we gave each other.
You love getting attention.
I love the attention that we gave each other. The time that we spent together. I love that.
Boom, there it
Okay, he definitely said one or the other about Jamie. The time that we spent together, the attention we gave each other.
is.
I love that she was good to my nieces and nephews, and to my brother, and to my sister-in-law.
Well, you
I love
say
that.
that she was
There we
weird
go.
around your nieces and nephews.
Got it. Finally. You love attention. You love any attention you can get, whether it's negative or positive.
I love the attention that she gave to me, and I love the attention I gave to her.
And you love the
we both,
attention you give to
we
the
both,
How can you love the attention that you give to somebody else as a reason to love that person? It makes literally no sense.
gave each other positive attention.
You love all attention.
We both gave each other a lot of positive attention.
Oh my God.
Right
So
Stop
how
it.
long did you know her for?
I knew her at the time. I knew her for 6 months.
You knew a woman for 6 months and were in love with her for 25 fucking years?
Yeah, well,
That's
shit happened.
pathetic. Yes,
Shit
shit happened.
I didn't stop my life. I didn't stop my life. I didn't stop
Half
my
of your
life.
years being on this earth, you were in
Casey.
love with a woman who didn't give
Casey.
a single fuck about you.
Casey, I didn't stop my life, but I was still in love with her.
That shows me that you don't know what being in love means.
Of course. There's always something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Let's be picky. Let's pick me apart.
Let's be picky. You're saying you loved someone for 25 years, who you knew for 6 months. I'm trying to help you. It's not being picky, it's just a fact.
You know, you know how many people have done this?
Is this where he talks about the writing with like going off to war?
Same thing, though.
No.
They're
What,
trying
trying
to
to
pick
get
my
you
brain
to-
apart. They're trying
Trying to get you to understand.
to get me to say things.
Yeah, but nothing anyone is trying to get you
You
to
want to ask me
say
these questions? Ask me
makes
when
you
you're in
look-
person.
worse than what you're trying to hold on to, Lauren. Stupid bed.
You won't listen in person either.
Huh?
You wouldn't listen in person either.
In person, I pay more attention to you. Over the phone, all I'm thinking about is how many other people have done the same shit over the phone.
I'm trying to figure out how you can say you love me when you
Oh.
don't know what love is and you were infatuated with a girl from 25 years ago.
Spliff Wizard, what call is that where he's talking about, oh, people... Was that in one of the early Casey calls that I just forgotten that we've already covered now? Was it? I think it was one of the early... It's not in one of the later ones because I didn't hear it. Maybe it was even in the email. I don't know.
Who
Right,
doesn't
well.
give a shit about you. You probably forgot who you were.
I'm not talking about
You
it.
probably,
Oh,
he
no.
probably never thinks about you.
Oh, no, I know what she does.
She probably never thinks about you. You brought her up, Lorne.
Okay, what part of I'm not talking about this over the phone?
You brought her up.
Yep, I brought her up. But I also cut it off, but you wanted to keep going with it.
That was your example of loving someone or knowing what being in love is. Was you being in love with someone who had no feelings for you back.
I'm not talking about this.
That is some creepy shit.
Yeah, well, shit happens.
Shit happens.
6 months of attention equals 25 years of obsession. You should talk to your therapist about it.
I already did.
Did she call you pathetic?
Nope.
Nope. Not even real throat.
Did she mention obsession?
Nope.
Then she sucks. And you should get a new therapist.
No. The one I get now is fine.
Yeah, it's good to have one who just agrees with everything you say.
She doesn't agree with everything I say. Told her I didn't really want to stop talking to you. And she pointed out the things that didn't make sense.
Are you in love with her too?
Jesus.
All right, well, I'm not going to do this all night, so you got to tell me now what you want to do.
Take this bad boy into the forest.
Well, first of all, do you want me?
Oh my God,
I
Lorne.
told you before, Lorne, I have to meet you and get to know you first. Because unlike you, I don't fall in love with everyone right away. I need to get to know them, and I don't even know you.
You did Jamie.
What?
You fell in love with Jamie right away.
Holy shit.
That was before you went to Nashville.
Oh my God.
Matter of fact, you were engaged to her before you even went to Nashville.
Got married in Nashville.
Yeah, but gotten married in Nashville, you already knew what was going on.
And the difference with that is Jamie and I were always super nice to each other and got to know each other, or at least she got to know me. I got to know a fake person.
2 weeks? No, it wasn't even 2 weeks.
Or the engagement ring after 3 weeks. It wasn't 2 weeks.
2 weeks. You said I love you to each other. Then what was it? A couple of days later, she asked you to marry her. You said yes. That was long before you went to Nashville.
You fell in love with her too, and she was never nice to you.
Actually, I don't think we get the full Paula story in this one. I think it's later
You
when
don't even know.
you show the picture.
Oh, you don't know anything about her.
Nope. Nope, I don't. Not like I thought I did.
At least her and I, we spent time together, played games together. She got to know me. She knew more about me than you do right now.
Well, yeah. Because they're good catfish.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do now, Lorne?
Well, we're going to have to figure out some way to...
Yeah, we don't get the Paula story in this one. It's later. It's in like 57, I think.
let probation know that you're real. Unless you're not a catfish.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
Because that would be
You
embarrassing, wouldn't
give
it, Lauren?
probation my phone
Especially
number
at
or
this
my
point.
email address or any way they want to get in contact with me. They can ask me whatever questions they want, ask me whatever pictures they want, videos they want, whatever they want. I want to hear it from her fucking mouth. She needs to tell me what she wants from me to prove I'm real. And until then, you can go ahead and not text me and not call me if that makes you feel better, okay?
All right.
All right.
See, there's a problem that Lauren has. Alex is waiting in the wings.
It's a fucking mess. I'm sorry I haven't showed you that picture of Jamie. I'm sorry. Anything about everything about Jamie.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that too. I wish you never introduced her to me.
I wish the same. I wish I never met her or anything.
But you have a special connection with her for some fucking reason that you can't describe.
Well, I
Expecting
don't
this
have
forestry
it.
mulcher to do
Obviously.
some work on my land here.
It's all catfish. You can't have a special connection with a catfish.
Certainly thought you did.
Oh, nothing's wrong. Nothing was wrong yesterday. I just
at the time I
my
was
sleep
being
schedule was
catfish.
off.
You know that feeling.
I mean, remember when we first started talking and I caught you sending those text messages that said that her
Wait a minute.
pussy will always be yours? This is all your fault. Leave it alone.
There we go.
Oh shit.
And she didn't even have a pussy with Will's dick.
Oh, Will's a big pussy then, isn't he?
Well,
Yeah.
you wanted to suck his dick.
No, I didn't want to suck his dick.
You were in love with him, so whatever. You and I both fell in love with Will.
No, we both fell in love with what we thought was a female.
That turned out to be a man.
That wasn't our fault, Casey. That was not our fault. We didn't do anything wrong with that.
So being female was the only thing that you loved about her. So being female was the only thing you loved.
When you said
Because if there's anything about her personality, it was all Will.
well,
You fell in love with Will for spending time with you.
he certainly knows how to act like a female.
Really? Because you use the British male robot voice. I don't know how that makes him act like a female. But okay.
So they lied to me. They lied to me about a voice.
Yeah.
How the hell did I know what COVID could do?
I'm not talking about her voice. I'm pointing the fact out that she didn't act any different. It was a man talking with a man's voice. There's nothing feminine about her.
And how could I know that? Well, I knew about the robot voice.
What about all this?
I know you
Because-
didn't know it. I'm saying you
I
fell in
couldn't
love.
understand the female voice.
What
I
I'm saying is,
asked
She
her
knew
to change
more about
voices.
sex than Lauren did.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
she
you asked
picked a
it.
male voice that I could understand better than they could the female voice.
okay, and that's
I
not
answered-
the point. What I'm saying is, you fell in love with Will for spending time with you. That is what you said earlier.
I fell in love with what I thought was a female,
Right.
with what I
But it
thought
was
was
man.
Jamie.
Yep, I know. But you
And a
said it was
woman-
about spending time with you.
Yeah, well, I didn't fall in love with Will.
Yeah, you did.
Will
Certainly did.
Female
Absolutely
gives a
did.
completely different personality.
So you spent time with Will and fell in love with him.
I did not fall in love with Will. Will you stop trying to get me to say that?
You don't have to say it as long as you know it.
Huh?
And we
I
both
don't
know it.
I don't. No. I know now that it was Wilden portraying a
Now
female.
you, yep,
I did not
Alrighty then.
bill.
Okay. So I guess
So humiliating.
I'll hear from you when you tell probation what they want, right? Is that what we're gonna wait for?
I don't want to stop talking to you.
Oh my God, Lorne.
I know, but we have to, right? Because my number's paid, and because probation thinks I'm paid. And the solution to that is letting probation know I'm real. And that was what you said earlier, that we can't talk because you can't verify I'm real. So what I'm saying is, you give probation my information. They can get in contact with me however they'd like. Whatever they want that from me to prove I'm real, I will give it to them. And I guess until then, we'll just do whatever you want to do. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. So I'll hear from you once I hear from them.
So many opportunities where
Oh,
Lorne
you
has
hear from me before then,
given the
probably.
keys out of the trap.
All right. Well, if I
And he just
do, don't ask me for
Cannot
my
open
phone
the door to
number,
leave the
and don't
cell.
ask me
Given this
about anything you're
keys to the jail
suspicious of.
cell, he will
Because
not walk out.
if you're suspicious, you tell your probation, they can come to me with concerns. I'll give them directly whatever will prove to you that I'm not fake, okay?
All right. Don't expect me
Alright.
not. Don't expect me not to tell you when something bothers me.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If you have an inkling at all that I'm doing something fishy or you think I'm fake, go to them. They can come to me. I don't want to hear it, okay?
You don't want me to be honest with you about the way I feel.
I don't want you to accuse me of being fake. Yeah.
Okay.
If I have to get where you're accusing me of being fake or you have questions and you think I'm fake, your options are don't talk to me ever again or have them reach out to me with your concerns, okay? Because I don't want to hear the same shit every day.
Oh, why not?
Okay, but if you do something that makes me uncomfortable, you're gonna want me to be honest with you about it, right?
No.
You're not gonna want me
Well,
to
here's
not
the
mention
thing.
it.
Here's the thing. If the thing that's making you uncomfortable is giving you the suspicion that I'm fake, then no, I don't want you to come to me with it, okay?
Okay.
I want you to go to information, okay?
Okay, so what if I come right down straight and ask you, why would you say that, or something like that?
How would you say I
Are
have
you
ugly
accusing me being
toes?
fake when you say that?
I would be accusing you of using something from the internet to make me feel bad or to make me react in a certain way.
And does that make you think I'm a catfish and fake?
No, because honestly, I don't think you're
Yes.
fake. I don't think you can.
Come to me with that. Great. Well, you can come to me with that. But if you have any doubt that I'm fake, okay, or any doubt that I'm real, then just don't talk to me or have probation reach out to me with your concerns, and that way we can get it all squashed and we don't have to have any concerns at all that I'm fake, okay?
Okay. Jesus. Okay. But I'm going to give you an example of something. That gargoyle,
All right, give me your...
that gargoyle
Okay.
crap that you said the other day,
It's
yesterday.
like saying
Yeah.
you said I have a tiny crooked
That's all the
penis.
same
That's
shit
what the other catfish said, so
Jamie and
it
Will
makes me
said.
suspicious. Like
Okay,
anyone would say
so
it.
two people can't come to the same conclusion that you have disgusting feet. Is that what you're saying?
Two people come to the conclusion. But what I was telling you is there was almost word for word what you said and what they said.
Okay, so what that says to
Yeah,
me
Lauren,
is that
Pretty
two
sure
separate people came to
many
the
people use the
conclusion
exact same
that you
words to
have
describe you.
gargoyle feet. So maybe instead of accusing me of being fake, you should look at your feet and decide how to take care of them better so that no one ever says there's gargoyle feet ever again, okay?
All right, Casey, listen, you don't need to talk to me like I'm a kid. Seriously.
Yeah, you do.
I've looked at my feet before. I try to take care of my feet the best I can. You see pictures of my feet then, it's a little more difficult for me to take care of my feet as good as I can now. They're
Why?
looking better, but
Why is it more
there's
difficult
some things
now?
that I can't help them because it's hereditary.
That's
My mother's
great to
feet,
hear, okay?
mother has issues with her feet.
All right, so you're a whole
Mother has
family of
diabetes.
gargoyle feet.
I didn't say my
Is
whole
that
family.
okay?
I didn't say my whole
Whatever.
family.
Then you and your mom have gargoyle
Well,
feet.
Point being is nobody should be making fun of what anybody looks like, period.
I'm paying
There's
attention to
nobody
you,
in this world that is
Margarita.
perfect.
Nobody's perfect, that's correct. But no one besides you has gargoyle feet, okay?
All right.
And you told Jamie that I was ugly without makeup, so you did that before. You lying piece of shit bitch, okay?
Yeah, well, you're not ugly.
I know I'm not ugly. I'm not
I've never
sensitive
seen
about
you
it.
ugly.
But when you get called ugly or gargoyle feet, you know it's true, so you get defensive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well,
I need
I was
to get
more
these
defensive
stumps
because
out of here so I can take care of my little
of it
sheep.
being the same things that Will and Jamie had said.
Okay, well, just because Jamie and I got to the same conclusion that you have disgusting feet doesn't mean that I'm a catfish recording you, okay?
All right.
Okay, so what's the new rule, Lauren?
The new rule is don't call you fake.
And if you think I'm fake, what are you supposed to do?
Tell probation my concerns.
Or
Stop talking to you.
there you go.
There you go.
Why you feel
All
like
right.
you can talk to me like a kid?
Because this is the only way I can get you to understand, little buddy.
No, it is not.
Well, because I just talked to you for like 2 hours, son, and you didn't listen to a goddamn thing I said.
Well,
So when I
Yeah,
talked
Casey has a
to
point.
you seem to
Yeah, but
absorb
it's
the
one of-
information.
but Casey, you say I don't listen to a thing you said, and I listen to what you say, but you don't listen to what I say.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Huh?
Is there anything else? Any other concerns you might have?
Not right now. You can stop talking to me like I'm a kid.
Okay. Now, you have a good night, all right?
All right, you too.
All right. Sleep tight, okay?
All right,
Bye.
you too. Bye.
If anyone should be used to being talked to like a kid, it's Lauren. All right, and that's the end of call 35. So 36. I think we get back onto the Alex stuff a little bit, more of his money. Might do that midweek here. Let's see. Side note here. I mean, the whole Sarah Boone saga. I don't know, for those who haven't seen, the latest phone call released was actually just a FOIA copy of the medical report of the autopsy. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it's getting to the point where you need to say something. Like, the original drama surrounding like the message of the channel and message of the channel, their whole like, you know, deeper dive or hidden truths or whatever. None of it makes any sense anymore. It's not even worth it. It's just the autopsy report read with an AI voice, which doesn't make any sense. It was presented in the trial. So what's the point? It's not exclusive content. It's been on Reddit before by itself. And I don't know. The repetitiveness of the calls that I keep explaining, these calls are just the same thing over and over. It gets to the point where you're like, what part? I mean, based on, you can see in my Reddit posts that I replied, the screenshots of like, show me where she isn't who she is. Because you made a decision to work with this person. Everyone else says this person is evil, and now you're saying that you agree she's evil. Well, that's on you. That everyone else saw this except you. Now you changed your mind. But why did you even change your mind? In the first place, like what made you see something else that we didn't see? What was it? Because I've seen nothing of Sarah that isn't just what Sarah is. I am going to be doing an interview with Paul from Reporting Live on the sofa in a couple days. It's going to be on his channel, so he gets to do all the editing and everything. So looking forward to that. And yeah. So who's complaining? What do you mean, so who's complaining? No, so I know I post stuff about comments all the time, right? So my response with my Reddit post is actually the first comment I've ever been offended at. I mean, I post comments all the time and be like, this is a stupid comment. I'm highlighting the stupidity of it. I was highlighting the stupidity in my response to them, but that was honestly the first time I've ever been pissed. I wouldn't even say offended, pissed. You're saying I'm doing this for money? You're saying my entire position and purpose for doing Sarah Boone content is driven by money? What a joke. And breaking down, like, I did it for 8 months with no money coming in. The first stream was just me and Derek talking there with my notes. It's because she's evil and crazy. And it's a crazy case. It doesn't mean I was doing it for the money. It is so ridiculous. I don't know. But that's the first one I was like, shut the up. You don't know what you're talking about. You cannot paint the broad brush and be like, oh, everyone's getting paid, so everyone is in the same boat. No. No, Peter isn't specifically complaining. I'm saying there seems to be a growing tide of shift changing towards what they're releasing, which welcome by me. But I mean, it's the same thing I said from the beginning. The entire problem with their strategy and positioning. So, which they didn't listen to. And I have more than a dozen emails back and forth. It's not like with threats. Right? So now it wasn't just even doing it for the money. It was like, oh, I'm saying something. I'm just jumping on the band. I'm saying what a majority of people are saying for popularity so that people watch me and I get money. That's how it was basically. That's how I read it. I think they have a lot of calls left. The calls are all the same. They're pointless though. Where do you When's the last call you enjoyed? Yeah. They're basically the person lumped me, Tanika, and Third Rail all in the same bucket of, hey, everyone, you can't criticize anyone for getting money because everyone's getting money. Which is insane. There's clearly a difference. Since I've said the exact same thing from video 1. Go back to video 1. I've said the exact same thing about her. No changes. No one was watching. Yeah, I don't enjoy the calls. I haven't enjoyed the calls for a long time. Yeah, but that's okay. Call her out for being ungrateful, but we all know she's ungrateful. And does she learn from it? No. And she's ungrateful. They're saying they're saying it from their perspective. You're ungrateful for the help you gave. Well, what did you expect? I'm glad you don't do this for the money. Hear me out, because I don't have money to give you. No problem. That's a personal. That's something on them. It has nothing. And then how she reacted to Lana's. What about being charged and convicted of murder? How is that not like the you know what? Like the murder conviction was enough. But Lana, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. That's what I'm saying. Like it's all about their own little thing. Anyway, everyone have a great rest of your Sunday evening and weekend. Keep your fingers crossed. Gift of Hear Me Out membership. Thank you, LZB. That finally get my Adderall refilled. We're approaching a month. That refill. But yeah, look forward to this week and see what comes out. All right. Thank you everyone for being here. Oh, sorry. Calling you on pure bed. Anyone who thinks is that can off all the way upstairs, straight to the roof. Thank you. Kiss your fingers. Delete your archives. And bye.
Yeah, Kayla Marie. Come on. You know you're mine, little baby girl, right? Here we go. Come on. Kayla Marie. You know you are my precious baby girl. I swear I love you just so much, my little princess. My little baby girl, let's just have sex. Now listen to me, Kayla, miss. The penis wants his girlfriend now. Miss vagina between your legs, Kay. So tell me, did you count those hairs down there yet? Or were there too many for you to count? Cause Kayla, if there are, I mean that just might be okay. As long as you promise to taste my wine. The white stuff that comes out of a grown man's penis. Tell me, Kayla, do you know what it's called? Because you have it too. It drips out of your vagina. When you get excited and I'll taste it. I wanna taste your cum, your 13-year-old cum, Kayla. Eating is what it's called when a man licks all up and down your pit. It's gonna feel oh so good for my precious little baby girl princess. I'm gonna pick you up and throw you in my white Dodge Ram and take you with me to my apartment. As soon as we get in, your clothes are coming off precious. But it's gonna be like, what the fuck? Get on the floor, Kayla.
Breeze cold in this bitch for real. Breeze cold in this bitch for real. D-Mac, that's my name. I stay strapped with that razor cane. Gonna shave my Laura, babe.
I thought we agreed Kayla was her name.
Shut up, Lauren. This verse is mine.
I know it's yours, but you're out of your mind. Cause I love the first, the baby girl is mine.
Don't do this again. Just chill. Here, pop one
of my Medicare pills.
Breeze squad in this bitch for real. Breeze squad in this bitch for real.
Lord, aka son of Cord, crucified, will and greed, tell me thanks the Lord. Paid the price for your sins, really miss my dog. His name was Bud and I miss him a lot. Bitch, you know I'm with the shits. Sitting here jacking at the Kayla's pics. She just so cute, you know what? I might have to go up in her butt.
Q, not K, let's get this shade. Breeze squad in this bitch for real. Breeze squad in this bitch for real.